You are listening to Claimed by Monday, written by D.N. Leo, narrated by Jessica Lee. She crashed her bike into a billionaire alpha wolf, covered him in ketchup and fries. And his guinea pig had very strong opinions about the whole thing. Monday doesn't know who she is, doesn't know where she came from, just that she's spent 10 years hiding, suppressing a wolf she's too afraid to set free. Roy Silverstone is a ruthless alpha who'll do anything for family, even race a rental guinea pig at a community fair. When their worlds collide, the mate bond snaps into place. Ancient power awakens, and someone from Monday's past wants her back. But here's the thing about Monday. She's done running. And Pepperoni, the guinea pig, he's got a championship title, a coaching career, and absolutely no patience for alphas who don't appreciate proper athletic form. Welcome to a shifter romance where the heroine claims the alpha, guinea pigs speak their minds, and found family means everything. This is an original story written on demand. This channel exists because of you. Comment below with your story, ideas, and requests. DN Leo reads every single comment. Your engagement helps spread the word to other readers who love warm-hearted shifter romance, scene-stealing sidekick animals, stories that make you laugh and swoon, and happily ever afters that feel earned. Help them find us. Like, share, and let's build this community together. Now, let's see how Monday claims her alpha. Chapter 1. The Crash. The pizza box balanced on Monday's left palm. Her right hand gripped the handlebars, rubber warm against her skin. Pepperoni, the guinea pig, rode in the front basket, his voice cutting through the morning air like a food critic's death sentence. "Pineapple on pizza at 7 a.m., Pepperoni said. He made a gagging sound, an actual gagging sound. "I'm filing a formal complaint with the universe. This is assault on breakfast." Monday pedaled faster down Oak Street. The chain clicked its familiar rhythm. The customer ordered it, we deliver it. That's the job. The customer is a monster. Pepperoni shifted in his basket, his claws scraping metal. Do you know what pineapple does to the pH balance of tomato sauce? It's culinary warfare. This pizza is a war crime. You don't even eat pizza, Pep. I don't need to eat it to know it's wrong. I have standards. I have a legacy to protect. He sniffed toward the box, then recoiled with a dramatic wheeze. Ham and pineapple, together, at dawn. I'm going to have nightmares. A jogger appeared. Monday swerved. Wheels skidded on loose gravel. The jogger shouted something about bike lanes. Monday's phone buzzed in her pocket. Her boss, definitely, wondering why she'd taken a delivery when she should be setting up the fair booth. $12 was $12. Daisy's birthday was in 3 days. The little girl was learning to shift at 5 years old, her body fighting transformations every night while her single mom worked doubles. Monday had promised to help with the present. Win the race, get $50. Miss the race, settle for war crime pizza money. 7 minutes to drop off, Monday said. Her watch showed 7:23. Sweat already dampened her collar. 9 to the fair, 2 to register. Please? Pepperoni's tone dripped with disdain. I've coached champions through tighter windows. Last Tuesday, I got you across town in 12 minutes when that businessman needed emergency lasagna. That businessman tipped $3. The lasagna was exceptional. The tip was insulting. Pepperoni sniffed. I should have filed a complaint then, too. I'm starting a database. Customers who disappoint the Regional Underground Pizza Box Relay Championship Committee. You're the only member of that committee, which makes my judgment final and legally binding in 17 states. Monday rounded onto Maple. The fair entrance sprawled 2 blocks down. Vendors hauled equipment, metal poles clanging, fabric snapping in the breeze. The Pizza Palace tent sat near the front, red and white striped, her coworkers probably pacing and wondering, where? The pet shop door swung open. Monday yanked left. Her front tire clipped the frame with a metallic crack. The pizza launched. She grabbed it with one hand. The fry bag followed. Her bike went right. Pepperoni went airborne with a shriek that could wake the dead. My fur! He screamed mid-flight. Ketchup packets exploded on impact. Red sprayed across charcoal fabric with wet slapping sounds. Fries rained down, hitting concrete with tiny pattering thuds. Monday's left palm hit the sidewalk. Skin tore. Gravel bit into her flesh, sharp and immediate. Her bike clattered beside her, metal on stone. Pepperoni landed in a planter, dirt exploding around him. He scrambled upright, shook himself, sending a small brown cloud into the air. "I could have died," Pepperoni announced to the morning. "I saw my life flash before my eyes. It was mostly lettuce and regret." The man stood in the doorway. Ketchup dripped from his jaw. Slow, thick drops hitting his collar. A fry dangled from his ear, swaying slightly. He held a pet carrier with the fluffiest white guinea pig Monday had ever seen. Then the scent hit. Alpha wolf. Monday's pulse spiked, sudden and hard. Heat flooded her skin. Not the warmth from pedaling, but deeper, visceral, terrifying. Her wolf surged against mental chains she'd spent years forging. Every instinct screamed. Her hands trembled. Her throat tightened. Air suddenly precious. She shoved it down, hard, tasted copper on her tongue, metallic and sharp. Not happening. Not ever. Monday pushed to her feet. Her knees shook. "You need to watch where you're going." The man's eyes locked on hers, silver catching the morning light. His nostrils flared. Just once, barely visible. Something flickered across his features. Recognition, heat, his pupils dilated. Then everything vanished behind perfect glacial control. "I was exiting a building," he said. His voice rolled out smooth and dark like expensive whiskey. "You were operating a bicycle at what I can only describe as kamikaze velocity. The fault seems rather obvious." Each word precise. Sarcasm wrapped in silk and delivered with surgical precision. Monday's wolf snarled inside her chest, the sound reverberating through her ribs. She told it to shut up, clenched her jaw so hard her teeth ached. "The fault is you opened a door without looking. That's negligence. That's using a door for its intended purpose." He plucked the fry from his ear with 2 fingers, examined it like contaminated evidence. His nose wrinkled slightly, the only crack in his composure. One generally expects pedestrian traffic to remain, at minimum, terrestrial, not aerial, not weaponized. "Weaponized?" Pepperoni's voice cracked with outrage. He climbed out of the planter, dirt clinging to his fur. "We were the weapon? You opened a door like a highway barricade. You're lucky we didn't sue for emotional damages." The alpha's gaze dropped, slowly. His eyebrow lifted a fraction. "Did your," he paused, "guinea pig just threaten litigation?" "He knows his rights," Monday said. Her heart still hammered. The alpha's scent kept hitting her in waves. Sage, and something darker, something that made her stomach clench. "My rights, her rights, the fries' rights." Pepperoni gestured wildly with one paw. "Those fries had a future. They were going to a customer. Now look at them. Murdered, scattered across the pavement. Like fries," the alpha said, his tone bone dry. "Like hopes and dreams," Pepperoni finished. He pointed one claw at Monday. "Tell him, $4.50. Those fries cost $4.50. Monday pointed at the scattered fries. Grease was already soaking into the concrete. "You heard him? $4.50 you owe me." The alpha's other eyebrow joined the first. "I owe you. Yes. For fries that are currently becoming one with the sidewalk. For fries that were going to a customer before I used a door." His smile could have flash-frozen water. "Revolutionary concept, I know. Open door. Walk-through door. Apparently this constitutes assault in your world?" "In my world," Pepperoni interjected, "it constitutes reckless endangerment of a professional athlete." The alpha shifted the carrier to his other hand. The white guinea pig inside squeaked. Soft, confused, utterly out of place in this chaos. "Professional athlete," the alpha repeated, his tone suggesting he was considering the words for future evidence. "The guinea pig is a professional athlete. 3-time champion coach of the Regional Underground Pizza Box Relay, Pepperoni said. His chest puffed out. Not that someone with ketchup on his face would understand athletic excellence. The ketchup is your fault. The door was your fault, Pepperoni said. The velocity was her fault, he replied. The attitude is your fault. Heat crawled up Monday's neck. Not from attraction. Absolutely not from attraction. From fury. Pure, simple fury. I don't care if your suit costs more than my apartment. Those fries were for a customer. Now I have to refund them because you couldn't be bothered to look before you burst through a door like someone exiting a business establishment during operating hours? His smile sharpened. Yes, terribly inconsiderate of me. Monday's fingers curled into fists. Her nails bit into her palms, grounding her. The alpha's scent wrapped around her, thick and invasive. Her wolf clawed at its restraints, desperate, hungry. She needed to leave. Now. Before she did something catastrophic, like step closer. $4.50, she said. Her voice came out rough, scraped raw. Pay up. The alpha straightened his tie. Ketchup smeared across the silk, dark red against charcoal. He didn't even look at it. I'm not paying for your fries. It's a matter of principle. Principle? Pepperoni's voice hit a pitch that could shatter crystal. You're wearing breakfast and talking about principle? The two aren't mutually exclusive. The alpha stepped around Monday, his shoes clicking on concrete. He avoided the pizza with the precision of someone who'd never stepped in anything undignified in his life. I suggest you deliver what remains of that disaster before it achieves sentience. Good day. Pepperoni's eyes narrowed. He turned, lifted his back leg, kicked a spray of dirt directly at the alpha's already ruined shoes. Then Pepperoni raised one paw, extended a single claw, locked eyes with the alpha, and very, very deliberately moved that claw in a slow upward motion. Pepperoni! Monday grabbed him before he could complete the gesture. He squeaked his protest against her collarbone, his tiny heart racing under her palm. He deserved it, Pepperoni muttered. Did you see his face? That's the face of a man who's never been told no. That's the face of someone who needs a guinea pig to teach him humility. The alpha's gaze locked on Monday's. His pupils were still dilated, his jaw tight. For 3 seconds, neither of them moved. The morning sounds faded. Traffic, vendors, wind, until Monday could hear her own heartbeat, thunderous and damning. Your champion, he said, each word deliberate, has quite the vocabulary. He's passionate about justice, Monday managed. Her throat felt raw. Goodbye. He slightly nodded, turned and walked away, posture perfect despite fries falling from his shoulders with each step. They hit the sidewalk with tiny clicks. Monday stood there, Pepperoni vibrating with rage in her arms, staring at the ruined pizza, the scattered fries, and the $12 she'd never collect. I hate him, Pepperoni announced. You hate everyone. Yes, but I hate him specifically. With focus, with intent. Pepperoni's nose twitched. His voice dropped. Monday, did you feel that? Monday's hands still shook. Her skin still felt too tight. Feel what? When he looked at you. That Pepperoni went quiet. Unusual for him. Concerning. Nothing. Probably nothing. Monday checked her watch. 5 minutes to reach the fair. 4 to register. The alpha's scent still clung to the air. Sage and something darker. Something that made her wolf whine. She settled Pepperoni in his basket, climbed on her bike, pedaled toward the fair, legs burning, throat tight. This is going to be a disaster, Pepperoni said. For once, his voice held no humor, just certainty. Monday didn't argue. Her wolf was already whispering things she couldn't afford to hear, things that sounded dangerously like mine. Chapter 2. Roy's penthouse smelled like ketchup and failure. He set Buttercup's carrier on the marble kitchen island. The guinea pig squeaked, soft, uncertain. Nothing like the furry dictator who'd threatened him with a middle finger gesture 20 minutes ago. His phone buzzed against his thigh. Board meeting reminder. 3 hours. Roy stripped off his jacket. Ketchup had soaked through to his shirt, the fabric sticking to his skin. A fry fell from his shoulder and hit the floor with a pathetic tap. "Roy?" His sister's voice came from the hallway. Footsteps followed, quick, light, familiar. Emma appeared in the doorway, her dark hair pulled back, her eyes red-rimmed. She'd been crying again, the 3rd time this week. Roy's chest tightened, pressure building behind his ribs like a fist squeezing. "You're home early," Emma said. She crossed to the island, spotted the carrier. Her breath caught. "Oh my God, is that—" "A guinea pig," Roy said. He loosened his tie, fingers working the silk knot. The fabric whispered as it slid free. "Temporary acquisition." Emma crouched, peering through the carrier bars. Buttercup pressed against the wire, nose twitching, whiskers trembling. "She's beautiful. What's her name?" "Buttercup," Roy said. "Buttercup," Emma repeated, her voice softer now, almost wondering. Something in her expression shifted. Not quite a smile, but close. The closest Roy had seen in 2 weeks. Is this my birthday present?" Roy's throat constricted. He swallowed against the tightness. "Sort of." Emma straightened, the movement slow. Her eyes met his, Mom's eyes, the same dark brown that haunted Roy every morning. "Sort of? I'll have something better," Roy said. He moved to the sink, ran cold water over his hands. The water hit his skin, cold enough to sting. Ketchup swirled down the drain, pink and accusing. "But if you need anything at all, you tell me." The words came out rougher than intended. An alpha's command wrapped in a brother's desperation. Emma's chin trembled. She looked away, focused on Buttercup instead. "I'm fine." "Emma," Roy said. "I said I'm fine," she said. Her hand reached for the carrier, fingers brushing the cool metal. "Can I take her out?" Roy dried his hands. The towel came away stained red. "After I get back. I need her for something first." "For what?" Emma asked. "A community fair," Roy said. Emma's eyebrow lifted. "You're going to a community fair, you." "The situation requires it," Roy said. "What situation requires Roy Silverstone at a community fair?" Emma asked. Her mouth curved, not quite humor, but attempting it. Did someone schedule a hostile takeover of the bake sale? Roy unbuttoned his shirt, each button clicking free. Another fry tumbled out, landed on the counter with a soft rustle. "I'm entering a guinea pig race." Silence. Emma stared. "You're entering a what?" "A guinea pig agility course," Roy said. "To win a prize." "What prize could possibly—" Emma stopped. Her expression changed, understanding dawning like sunrise across her features. "The dress." Roy didn't answer. Didn't need to. "Mom's sundress," Emma whispered. Her eyes filled, brightness threatening to spill. "The one she donated to the community center." "Your birthday is in 3 days," Roy said. He pulled a fresh shirt from the closet by the door. White Egyptian cotton, crisp against his fingers. "You should have it." "Roy, you can't race a guinea pig for—" Emma's voice cracked like breaking glass. She pressed her palm to her mouth, shoulders shaking. Roy crossed to her in 3 strides, pulled her against his chest. She sobbed into his shirt, the clean one, mercifully. The sound tore through him, jagged and raw. His hand cupped the back of her head, holding her steady while she broke. "I've got you," Roy said. Alpha command and brother's promise combined. Always. Emma's tears soaked through cotton, warm and wet against his skin. Roy's wolf stirred beneath his ribs, protective and useless. He couldn't fight grief, couldn't intimidate death, couldn't make their mother's absence hurt less. But he could win a dress. He could give Emma that much. After a minute, Emma pulled back, wiped her face with her sleeve, the fabric scraping across her cheeks. "You're really going to race that guinea pig?" "I am," Roy said. "You don't know anything about guinea pig racing," Emma said. I'll learn, Roy said. Emma almost smiled, almost. You're insane. Possibly, Roy said. He buttoned his shirt, the buttons cool under his fingers. But you're worth it. Emma's expression crumpled again. She turned away quickly, grabbed Buttercup's carrier. The metal clinked as she lifted it. I'll put her in my room. Keep her company. Emma, Roy said. I'm fine, she said. She headed for the hallway, carrier in hand, footsteps quick and retreating. Win that race, Roy. Bring Mom's dress home. She disappeared around the corner. Her bedroom door clicked shut. Soft, final. Roy stood in the kitchen, ketchup-stained jacket on the counter, fry on the floor, pressure still building in his chest like a storm gathering. The elevator dinged, the sound sharp in the silence. Damien stepped out, tablet in hand, expression carefully neutral. His shoes clicked across the marble. The board meeting is in 2 hours and 43 minutes. Traffic to downtown will require... He stopped, stared at Roy. His nose wrinkled. Why do you smell like a fast food restaurant? Long story, Roy said. He grabbed his jacket, headed for his bedroom. Damien followed, his footsteps a steady rhythm behind Roy's. The Parkview merger requires your signature before 3 p.m. The international contracts need review. Henderson is threatening to walk if we don't... He paused. Why is there a fry on your kitchen floor? Occupational hazard, Roy said. He stripped off his shirt, tossed it in the hamper. The fabric whispered as it fell. Of what occupation? Pizza delivery? Damien asked. He leaned against the doorframe, tablet forgotten. Roy, talk. Roy pulled a charcoal suit from the closet. The hanger scraped against the rod. I had an accident. What kind of accident results in French fry debris? Damien asked. The kind involving a bicycle, a pizza box, and a woman with questionable traffic safety standards, Roy said. Damien's eyebrows climbed. A woman? A delivery driver, Roy said. He shrugged into his shirt, the fabric cool against his skin. She crashed into me, demanded compensation for fries. Did you pay her? Damien asked. No, Roy said. Why not? Damien asked. Principle, Roy said. He fastened his cuffs, the cufflinks clicking into place. She was operating her vehicle recklessly. The collision was her fault. Damien tilted his head, studied Roy with the focus of someone who'd known him for 20 years. That's not the whole story. It's sufficient, Roy said. Roy, Damien said. He set his tablet on the dresser, the glass tapping against wood. I've seen you negotiate billion-dollar deals without blinking. I've watched you stare down hostile boards and corporate sharks. You don't get rattled by bicycle accidents and fry compensation. Roy reached for his tie. His fingers stilled on the silk, the texture smooth under his thumb. She had red hair. Okay, Damien said. Bright red, like sunset on fire, Roy said. The words came out before he could stop them. And these eyes, large, angry. She looked at me like I'd personally offended her entire existence. Damien's expression shifted. Something sharp entered his gaze. Trouble. Excuse me? Roy said. That woman, Damien said. He crossed his arms, fabric rustling. She's trouble. Roy's hands resumed their work. Windsor knot, precise and controlled. Based on what evidence? Based on the fact that you just described her hair as sunset on fire, Damien said. His mouth quirked. You don't describe things, Roy. You categorize them. Red hair would have sufficed. Instead, you went poetic. I did no such thing, Roy said. And her eyes, Damien said. He leaned forward slightly. Large and angry. That's observation plus emotional investment. You noticed how she looked at you. You cared. I didn't care, Roy said. He tightened the knot, the silk sliding against itself. I was covered in ketchup. Anyone would notice. Anyone would notice the ketchup. You noticed her, Damien said. He paused, let the silence stretch. Your wolf is troubled. Roy's hands stilled. What? Your energy, Damien said. He gestured vaguely, fingers tracing patterns in the air. It's churning, like water before a storm. I can sense it from here. Your wolf met something today. Someone. My wolf is fine, Roy said. Your wolf is the opposite of fine, Damien said. He picked up his tablet, tapped the screen. The glass clicked under his finger. It's restless, agitated, and that only happens when— Don't, Roy said. His voice dropped. Alpha command bleeding through. Don't finish that sentence. Damien held his gaze, steady and unflinching. When you've encountered your— I said don't, Roy said. Silence stretched between them, thick and heavy. Roy finished his tie, grabbed his jacket, ignored the way his pulse had kicked up, the way his wolf prowled beneath his skin like something caged. Red hair, large eyes, a guinea pig who spoke and gestured obscenely. The scent that had hit him when she stood, something wild and suppressed, like lightning trapped in glass. His wolf had recognized something. Someone? No, absolutely not. The board meeting, Roy said. His voice came out controlled, perfectly calm. I'll handle it after the fair. Damien blinked. After the— what? The community fair, Roy said. I'm entering a guinea pig agility race. I'm sorry, what? Damien said. I need to win a sundress, Roy said. He checked his watch. The crystal caught the light. My mother donated it months ago. Emma needs it for her birthday. Damien stared. So, you're racing a guinea pig you just acquired 20 minutes ago against presumably experienced competitors to win a piece of clothing. Yes, Roy said. And the board meeting? Damien asked. We'll wait, Roy said. Roy, this is the Parkview merger, 18 months of negotiations. If you miss this meeting, Damien said. Then they'll wait, Roy said. He moved past Damien, headed for the elevator. His shoes clicked against the floor. Or they'll walk. Either way, my sister gets her dress. Damien followed, his footsteps sharp behind Roy's. He muttered something about priorities and insanity. At least tell me you know how guinea pig racing works. I'll figure it out, Roy said. Against who? Professional guinea pig trainers? Damien asked. Roy thought of the furry dictator in the basket, the 3-time champion coach of some ridiculous relay competition. The way it had gestured at him with shocking precision. The way its owner had looked at him, defiant and fierce and absolutely unimpressed by his suit, his money, his everything. Something like that, Roy said. The elevator doors slid open with a soft whoosh. They stepped inside. Damien jabbed the lobby button with more force than necessary. The button clicked under his finger. This woman, Damien said, the one with sunset hair and angry eyes. You're going to see her again, aren't you? Roy's jaw tightened, muscle jumping beneath skin. Possibly. At the fair, Damien said. She implied as much, Roy said. And your wolf is churning like a hurricane because, Damien said. My wolf is fine, Roy said. His voice could have frozen steel. I'm winning a dress for my sister. That's all. Damien made a sound that might have been agreement or might have been suppressed laughter. Right, the dress. That's definitely all this is about. The elevator descended. Roy watched the numbers drop, glowing orange in the dim space. Thought about red hair and defiant eyes and a guinea pig with better emotional range than most humans. Thought about the scent that had wrapped around him, wild and wrong and absolutely catastrophically right. His wolf prowled beneath his skin. Restless, hungry. Damien was right, the woman was trouble, and Roy was walking directly toward her anyway. For the dress, he told himself, just for the dress. His wolf didn't believe him. Neither did he. Chapter 3. Monday skidded her bike to a stop at the fair entrance. Dust kicked up from her wheels, coating her jeans. The morning sun beat down on her shoulders, already too warm for comfort. We're late, Pepperoni announced from his basket. He stood on his hind legs, surveying the fair like a general assessing a battlefield. 4 minutes late. My professional reputation is at stake. Your professional reputation survived the crash, Monday said. She swung off her bike, grabbed the basket. It'll survive being 4 minutes late. 4 minutes is an eternity in competitive athletics, Pepperoni said. His nose twitched rapidly, processing the scents. Fried dough, caramel apples, livestock. Do you smell that? Cotton candy. Someone's eating cotton candy before a race. The audacity. Monday wove through the crowd, basket clutched to her chest. Pepperoni's claws dug into the wicker, his weight shifting with each step. "Registration closes in 6 minutes," Pepperoni said. "Move faster, use your wolf speed." "I'm not using wolf speed," Monday hissed. A family walked past, their toddler pointing at a balloon vendor. "That's how people notice things." "Then use your human speed, but make it faster," Pepperoni said. The Pizza Palace tent loomed ahead. Her co-workers had already set up. Tables arranged, ovens running, the smell of fresh dough mixing with fair food chaos. Rico spotted her first, waved from behind the counter. "Monday, where have you been?" Rico called out. Sweat dotted his forehead despite the shade. "Boss is looking for you. Says you took a delivery and disappeared." "Emergency," Monday said. She didn't slow down. "Cover for me?" "For how long?" Rico asked. 30 minutes, maybe an hour, Monday said. "An hour?" Rico's voice climbed. "Monday, we've got the lunch rush coming. The fare contract specifically—" "Please, Rico," Monday said. She stopped, turned to face him. Let him see the desperation she felt clawing at her ribs. "It's for Daisy." Rico's expression softened. He knew about Daisy. Everyone at Sunset House knew about Daisy, the little girl fighting her wolf at 5 years old, her single mom barely holding it together. "Fine," Rico said. He grabbed a towel, wiped his hands. 1 hour, but you owe me a shift." 2 shifts, Monday said. She was already moving again. "Thank you." The guinea pig agility course sat at the far end of the fairgrounds. Monday could see it now, a miniature obstacle course with tiny ramps, tunnels, weaving poles. A crowd had gathered, parents with children, teenagers with phones out. And there, standing near the registration table, was the alpha. Monday's steps faltered. Her wolf surged, sudden and violent. She shoved it down, tasted copper again. Roy Silverstone looked different in the daylight. The ketchup was gone, replaced by a fresh charcoal suit that probably cost more than her entire wardrobe. His dark hair was perfect, not a fry in sight. He held Buttercup's carrier in one hand, his other hand tucked in his pocket. Casual, controlled, completely out of place at a community fair. "Oh, good," Pepperoni said. His tone dripped sarcasm. "It's Mr. Principal with his rental guinea pig of doom." "Be nice," Monday muttered. "I'm always nice," Pepperoni said. "I'm a professional." Monday approached the registration table. A volunteer sat behind it. Mrs. Chen from the community center, her silver hair pulled back in a bun, reading glasses perched on her nose. "Name?" Mrs. Chen asked. She didn't look up from her clipboard. "Monday," Monday said. She set the basket down. "And Pepperoni." Mrs. Chen's head snapped up. "Pepperoni! My favorite champion!" She reached for the basket, cooing. "How's my best racer?" "Traumatized, Mrs. Chen," Pepperoni said. He pressed against the wicker, nose twitching toward her. "I was assaulted this morning by a door." Mrs. Chen laughed, the sound warm and familiar. "A door? How terrible." "It was terrible," Pepperoni said. "There was ketchup and fries and a man who doesn't understand the concept of spatial awareness." "Pepperoni had a rough morning," Monday said quickly. She pulled out her wallet, counted out the $5 entry fee. Bills crinkled under her fingers. "But he's ready to race." "Of course he is," Mrs. Chen said. She marked something on her clipboard, pen scratching paper. "Sunset House's star racer. 7 consecutive wins. You two are our pride and joy." Roy's gaze shifted to Monday. Something flickered in his silver eyes. Interest, maybe. Calculation. "Sunset House?" "Monday volunteers there," Mrs. Chen said. She beamed at Monday with obvious affection. "Does deliveries all over town to fundraise. Pepperoni here has won us more donations than any bake sale ever could." 7 wins, Roy said. His tone stayed neutral, but his eyes didn't leave Monday's face. "Impressive." Monday's cheeks heated. She focused on Mrs. Chen, avoided Roy's gaze. "Lane 3, as always?" "Of course, dear," Mrs. Chen said. "Actually," Roy said. His voice cut smooth and dark through the moment. "I'd like to protest the lane assignments." Monday turned. Roy stood 2 feet away, Buttercup's carrier in hand. Up close, she could see his eyes weren't just silver. They had flecks of gold near the iris, like stars in a night sky. Her wolf whined. She told it to shut up. "Protest?" Mrs. Chen's eyebrows climbed. "Young man, we don't do protests at community guinea pig races." "Nevertheless," Roy said. He set Buttercup's carrier on the table. "I'd like lane 3. "Lane 3 is taken," Mrs. Chen said. She gestured at Monday. "Pepperoni always gets lane 3. "Always?" Roy's gaze slid to Monday. Heat followed the look, tangible as touch. "That seems like favoritism." "It's tradition," Pepperoni said. His voice rose 3 octaves. "I've earned lane 3 through years of championship performances." Roy's eyebrow lifted. "Your guinea pig is remarkably vocal." "Your guinea pig is remarkably silent," Pepperoni shot back. "What's wrong with her? Is she broken?" Buttercup squeaked from inside the carrier, soft, uncertain. "See?" Pepperoni said. "Broken. That's what happens when you rent athletic excellence instead of cultivating it through dedication and hard work." "Pepperoni," Monday said. Her cheeks burned hotter now. The way Roy looked at her, like he was solving a puzzle, piecing together information. "Please." "I'm just stating facts," Pepperoni said. "Observable, verifiable facts." Roy's mouth curved. Not quite a smile. Something that made Monday's stomach flip. "Your guinea pig has strong opinions about athletic cultivation. He has strong opinions about everything," Monday said. "I'm right about everything," Pepperoni corrected. "There's a difference." 7 consecutive wins, Roy said. He leaned slightly against the table, the movement casual but somehow deliberate. "Closer to Monday now. That's quite a record. Sunset House must be very grateful." "They are," Monday said. Her throat felt tight. Roy's scent wrapped around her. Sage and something darker. Something that made her wolf claw desperately at its chains. "It's Monday's speed that does it," Mrs. Chen said. She smiled, oblivious to the tension crackling between them. "Girl's got the fastest reflexes I've ever seen. Gets Pepperoni through that course like lightning." Roy's eyes sharpened. "Fast reflexes." "Unnaturally fast, some might say," Mrs. Chen continued. She laughed. "But we don't question success, do we?" Monday's pulse spiked. She grabbed the basket, needing something to hold. "Mrs. Chen, oh, I'm just bragging," Mrs. Chen said. She waved her hand. "Monday's too modest. Won't take credit for any of it. Says it's all Pepperoni." "It is all Pepperoni, Sam," Monday said quickly. Too quickly. "He's the athlete." "She's the strategist," Pepperoni added. Then louder. "And the only reason I tolerate these races is for the children of Sunset House who depend on our victories." Roy studied Monday for 3 long seconds. His gaze traced her face, her eyes, her mouth, down to where her fingers gripped the basket. "Admirable," he said finally. "Using your talents for charity." The word talents carried weight, suggestion. Monday's wolf snarled at the implication. Mrs. Chen cleared her throat. "Mr. Silverstone," Roy said. He pulled out his wallet. Leather, expensive, probably cost more than Monday's bike. "Roy Silverstone." Mrs. Chen's eyes widened. Recognition flickered across her features. "The developer? The one who donated to our new community center?" "Yes," Roy said. "Oh my," Mrs. Chen said. She flustered with her clipboard, pen tapping against the board. "Well, it's an honor to have you participate, Mr. Silverstone, although I must say guinea pig racing seems unexpected for someone of your stature." "Life is full of surprises," Roy said. He counted out bills, crisp, new, probably fresh from an ATM. His eyes met Monday's again. Held. "Wouldn't you agree?" Monday's mouth went dry. "Sure." "Entry fee?" Roy asked. He didn't look away. $5, Mrs. Chen said. Roy handed her 100. "I don't have change for—" Mrs. Chen started. "Keep it," Roy said. Donation to the community center. Mrs. Chen's hand trembled slightly as she took the money. That's very generous, Mr. Silverstone. It's nothing, Roy said. It's showing off, Pepperoni muttered. That's what it is. Blatant display of wealth. Monday elbowed the basket. Pepperoni wheaked his protest. Lane 4, Mrs. Chen said. She marked Roy's name on the clipboard. Right next to lane 3. Monday's stomach dropped. Next to? Yes, Mrs. Chen said. She smiled, oblivious to Monday's panic. You'll be racing side by side. How exciting. Exciting, Monday repeated. The word tasted like ashes. Her wolf stirred again, pressing against her restraints. Being that close to an alpha during a race, she'd have to suppress harder than ever. One slip, one moment of lost control, and he'd sense what she was. I look forward to it, Roy said. His voice dropped lower, intimate despite the crowd. May the best guinea pig win. The best guinea pig will win, Pepperoni said. And that's me, obviously. Buttercup squeaked again from the carrier, louder this time. Pepperoni's nose twitched. He tilted his head, staring at the carrier. Wait, did she just... Buttercup, Buttercup. Can you understand me? Another squeak, soft, uncertain. That's a yes or no question, Pepperoni said. His voice grew louder, more deliberate, like speaking to someone hard of hearing. Do you understand? Human? Speech? Buttercup made a sound that could have been anything. She doesn't talk, Roy said. She doesn't... Pepperoni sounded genuinely distressed. But how does she communicate? How does she express her needs? Her athletic requirements? She squeaks, Roy said. She squeaks, Pepperoni repeated, horrified. Just generic squeaking? No words? No articulation? She's a normal guinea pig, Roy said. There's nothing normal about athletics, Pepperoni said. You can't just squeak your way through an obstacle course. There's strategy, timing, communication. Monday grabbed the basket, backed away from the table. Her heart hammered against her ribs. Sweat dampened her palms. We need to warm up. Pepperoni needs to focus. I need to educate that rental guinea pig, Pepperoni said. Someone has to teach her the basics. Later, Monday said. She turned, headed toward the practice area. Her legs felt unsteady. Roy's scent still clung to her, thick in her lungs. Monday, Roy called. She stopped. Didn't turn around. Couldn't turn around. If she looked at him again, her wolf might break free entirely. Yes, Monday said. About the fries, Roy said. Monday's jaw tightened. What about them? You were right, Roy said. I should have looked before opening the door. Monday turned slowly. Roy stood 5 feet away, Buttercup's carrier in hand, his expression unreadable. But something in his eyes. Something soft, almost apologetic, almost vulnerable. I don't want your apology, Monday said. The words came out rougher than intended. I want my $4.50. Roy's mouth quirked into something that looked almost like a real smile. Still about the principle? Always about the principle, Monday said. Then I suppose we're at an impasse, Roy said. I suppose we are, Monday said. They stared at each other. The fair noise faded. Children laughing, vendors calling, music playing from somewhere. Monday's wolf pressed against her skin, desperate to get closer. Her hands trembled. She curled them into fists. Roy's gaze dropped to her hands, back to her face. His pupils dilated slightly. See you at the starting line. He walked away, his stride confident, controlled. Perfect alpha posture. Monday stood there, basket clutched to her chest. Pepperoni unusually quiet inside. After a moment, Pepperoni spoke. Monday. Yeah? Monday said. That man troubles me, Pepperoni said. His voice held none of its usual bluster, just concern, raw and real. The way he looks at you, the way you look at him. Something's happening. Something neither of you are acknowledging. Nothing's happening, Monday said. She headed toward the practice area, legs unsteady. We're just racing. Liar, Pepperoni said softly. Monday didn't argue. She couldn't. Because Pepperoni was right. Something was happening. Something that started with a crash and catch-up and ended with her wolf whispering things that would destroy everything she'd built. The practice course sat empty. Monday set the basket down, opened the top. Pepperoni climbed out, shook himself, then froze. Roy stood 10 feet away, setting down Buttercup's carrier. "You've got to be kidding me," Monday muttered. "Great minds think alike," Roy said. He opened the carrier door. Buttercup peeked out, white fur gleaming in the sunlight. Pepperoni's nose twitched. He moved closer, slowly, assessing Buttercup with professional focus. "All right, Buttercup, listen carefully." Buttercup squeaked. "That's progress, I suppose," Pepperoni said. He sighed, dramatic and long-suffering. "Since you can't speak properly, I'll have to demonstrate. Watch closely." Pepperoni stretched his front legs forward, back legs extended, lowering his body in a perfect stretch. His muscles flexed under brown and white fur. "This is the foundation," Pepperoni said. "Pre-race stretching, essential for preventing injury and maintaining peak performance." Buttercup watched, head tilted. "Now you try," Pepperoni said. Buttercup hesitated, then mimicked the stretch. Clumsy, uncertain, but recognizable. "Better," Pepperoni said. He sounded almost gentle. "Now the tunnel preparation. You need to visualize the tunnel. Become one with the tunnel." He demonstrated, lowering himself, wiggling forward in a practiced motion. Buttercup tried, failed, flopped on her side. "No, no, no," Pepperoni said. He moved closer, his nose almost touching hers. "Like this. See? Shoulders down, hips aligned, core engaged." Buttercup tried again, better this time. "Good job," Pepperoni said. His voice had gone soft, encouraging. "Very good, you're a fast learner. For a rental." Monday watched. Something warm blooming in her chest despite the anxiety. Pepperoni was teaching, actually teaching, with patience she'd never seen him show before. Roy moved closer to Monday. She felt him before she saw him. Heat and presence and that damn scent. "Your guinea pig is coaching mine," Roy said. His voice carried amusement. "Apparently," Monday said. She kept her eyes on the guinea pigs. Safer than looking at Roy. "Now the weaving poles," Pepperoni said. He demonstrated zigzagging through imaginary poles with practiced precision. "It's all about rhythm. Left, right, left, right. Feel the pattern." Buttercup followed, her movements improving with each attempt. "Excellent," Pepperoni said. "Keep this up and you might achieve second place." Buttercup squeaked, almost indignant. "Don't argue with me," Pepperoni said. "First place is mine. I'm simply ensuring you have a respectable showing. It's called sportsmanship." "He seems taken with her," Monday said. The words slipped out before she could stop them. "What? No," Pepperoni said. He spun to face Monday, fur puffed up. "That's completely inappropriate. I'm a professional. Athletes don't fraternize with the competition. This is purely educational. Mentorship, nothing more." "Uh-huh," Monday said. "I'm serious," Pepperoni said. "There are rules about this sort of thing. Ethical considerations. I have a reputation to maintain." Buttercup squeaked softly. Pepperoni turned back to her. His voice gentled immediately. "Yes, yes, one more stretch. Show me the front leg extension again. Perfect form this time." Monday bit back a smile. Roy made a sound that might have been a laugh, quickly suppressed. "Your professional mentor seems very dedicated," Roy said. He stood close enough now that Monday could feel the warmth radiating from him. "He's a softy under all the bluster," Monday said. Her voice came out quieter than intended. "Like someone else I know?" Roy said. Monday's gaze snapped to his. "You don't know me." "No," Roy said. His silver eyes held hers, gold flecks catching light. "But I'd like to." Monday's breath caught. Her wolf surged, desperate and hungry. She stepped back, needing distance before she did something catastrophic. "The race starts in 15 minutes, Monday said. "We should finish warming up." "Monday," Roy started. 15 minutes, Monday repeated. She turned away, grabbed Pepperoni before he could protest. "Come on, Pep, time to focus." "But I haven't finished her tunnel technique," Pepperoni said. "Buttercup needs at least 3 more drills." "Buttercup will be fine," Monday said. She headed for the opposite end of the practice area, putting distance between herself and Roy, between herself and the alpha who was systematically destroying every wall she'd built. "He looked at you again," Pepperoni said quietly. "That look, the one that makes your heart race." "My heart's fine," Monday lied. "And I'm not taken with Buttercup," Pepperoni said. "We're both terrible liars today." Monday set him down near the practice tunnel, tried to focus on the course, the race, the $50 for Daisy, tried not to think about silver eyes and almost smiles, tried not to hear her wolf's whisper growing louder with every passing second. Mine. The race started in 15 minutes. Monday had never been less ready for anything in her life. Chapter 4. The starting line smelled like sawdust and anxiety. Monday crouched at lane 3, Pepperoni positioned at her feet. Her hands trembled as she adjusted his position, just slightly left, better angle for the first tunnel. The wicker starting gate felt rough under her palms. "Deep breaths," Pepperoni said. His voice carried none of his usual bluster. "You're vibrating like a phone on silent. The crowd can probably see it from space." "I'm fine," Monday lied. Her heart hammered against her ribs. Sweat dampened her collar despite the morning cool. "You're the opposite of fine," Pepperoni said. "Your wolf is about 3 seconds from RSVPing to a transformation party. Control it." Monday closed her eyes, breathed in through her nose. Mistake. Roy's scent hit her from lane 4. Sage and smoke, and something that made her wolf claw desperately at its chains. "He's looking at you again," Pepperoni whispered. "That look, the one that says he's memorizing your face for later." "Stop helping," Monday muttered. "I'm providing tactical awareness," Pepperoni said. "It's what champions do." Mrs. Chen's voice crackled through the megaphone. "Racers, prepare your guinea pigs!" Monday glanced right. Couldn't help it. Roy crouched at lane 4, Buttercup positioned perfectly at his feet. His hands looked steady. Of course they did. Alphas didn't tremble, didn't sweat, didn't struggle to keep their wolves from breaking free in the middle of a community fair. His eyes met hers, silver with gold flecks catching sunlight. Her pulse spiked, her skin heated. The world narrowed to just him, just that gaze, just the pull between them that felt like gravity reversing. "Monday," Pepperoni said sharply. "Focus, prize money, Daisy's birthday, the mission." "Right, the mission, $50, a little girl learning to shift at 5 years old, a single mom who needed help. Not an alpha with eyes that saw too much." Monday tore her gaze away, forced her attention to the course. Tunnel first, then weaving poles, A-frame ramp, another tunnel, final sprint to the finish. "On your marks," Mrs. Chen called. Pepperoni crouched lower, his muscles coiled under brown and white fur. "Remember what we practiced. Speed on the straight sections, precision on the poles. I've got this." "I know you do," Monday said. Her voice came out rough. "Get set," Mrs. Chen said. Monday's wolf surged. She shoved it down, tasted copper, felt her jaw ache from clenching. "Go!" The starting gates lifted with a clatter. Pepperoni shot forward like a furry bullet. His legs pumped, claws scrabbling on the course surface. He hit the first tunnel at full speed, disappeared inside. Monday's hands gripped the edge of the course. Her nails bit into wood. "Come on, Pep! Through the tunnel, fast!" Pepperoni emerged from the tunnel, shook himself once, pivoted toward the weaving poles. Movement in lane 4 caught Monday's eye. Buttercup navigating the poles, clumsy but determined, her white fur flashing between obstacles, using Pepperoni's techniques. The coaching had worked. Left, right, Monday whispered. Pepperoni wove through the poles, perfect rhythm, no hesitation. "Yes, good, A-frame next." The crowd noise swelled, children cheering, parents calling encouragement. Someone shouted Pepperoni's name. Another voice yelled for Buttercup. Pepperoni hit the A-frame ramp. scrambled up one side, paused at the peak, showboating, the drama queen, then slid down the other side. "Focus, Pep," Monday called. "No theatrics." "I'm establishing dominance," Pepperoni shouted back. He sprinted toward the second tunnel. "It's called psychological warfare." Buttercup reached her A-frame. Slower than Pepperoni, more careful. She climbed steadily, reached the top, started down, then squeaked, loud, distressed. Pepperoni's head snapped around. He stopped. Actually stopped, 3 feet from the tunnel entrance. "Pep, what are you doing?" Monday's voice climbed. "Go! The tunnel!" "She's scared," Pepperoni said. He turned, started back toward Buttercup's lane. No, Monday muttered. "Pepperoni, this is the race. You can't—" "She needs encouragement," Pepperoni called. He reached the barrier between lanes, pressed against it. "Buttercup, you can do this. Remember the breathing. Engage your core." Buttercup's squeaking quieted. She moved down the ramp, slow but steady. "That's it," Pepperoni's voice carried across the course. "Perfect form. I'm so proud of you." The crowd laughed. Someone awed. Mrs. Chen's voice crackled. "Well, that's certainly unexpected." Monday's chest tightened. Pepperoni had stopped racing, was actively cheering for his competition, because Buttercup was scared, because he cared about her. "Pep!" Monday shouted. "The race! Right!" Pepperoni spun back toward his tunnel. Professional ethics restored, competition mode engaged. He dove into the second tunnel, emerged 6 seconds later, sprinted toward the finish line, legs pumping furiously. Buttercup reached her tunnel, hesitated at the entrance. Roy's voice carried from lane 4, calm, steady. "You've got this, just like Pepperoni showed you." Buttercup entered the tunnel. Monday's wolf stirred at Roy's voice. Deep, confident, alpha command wrapped in encouragement. Her hands trembled harder. She gripped the course edge until splinters bit her palms. Pepperoni crossed the finish line. The buzzer sounded, sharp, final. The crowd erupted. Monday's knees went weak with relief. $50, Daisy's present. They'd won. Buttercup emerged from her tunnel, sprinted the final stretch, crossed her finish line 5 seconds after Pepperoni. Second place. Mrs. Chen's voice boomed through the megaphone. And the winner is Pepperoni. Sunset House's champion retains his title. The crowd cheered. Children rushed forward, wanting to pet the champion. Monday scooped Pepperoni up before they could overwhelm him. "We did it," she whispered against his fur. "Pep, we did it." "Of course we did," Pepperoni said, but his voice carried something softer. "Is Buttercup okay? Did she finish?" "Second place," Monday said. "You coached her well." "I did, didn't I?" Pepperoni's tone brightened. "She's a natural, quick learner, excellent core engagement. If she trained seriously, she could be formidable." "Thought you weren't taken with her," Monday said. "I'm not," Pepperoni said quickly. "This is purely professional assessment, objective analysis of athletic potential." "Uh-huh," Monday said. Mrs. Chen appeared, clipboard in hand, blue ribbon for Pepperoni's basket. "Congratulations, Monday. Another win for Sunset House." She pressed an envelope into Monday's hand. $50 as promised. And of course, you get first pick from the prize table. The prize table, the sundress. Monday looked toward it, saw the dress hanging on display. Pale yellow, delicate fabric, clearly vintage. Beautiful, clearly loved by whoever had donated it. "I'll take the cash," Monday said. "Someone else can have the dress." "You sure?" Mrs. Chen asked. "It's a gorgeous piece. Designer label, I think." "I'm sure," Monday said. The envelope crinkled in her grip. $50. Exactly enough for Daisy's birthday present. The stuffed wolf she'd been wanting, the one that helped kids learning to shift feel less alone. Footsteps approached from behind. Monday's wolf perked, recognizing the gate before she turned. Roy stood 3 feet away, Buttercup in his arms. His suit jacket was gone, sleeves rolled up, hair slightly mussed. He looked softer, more human, less untouchable alpha. "Congratulations," Roy said. His voice carried genuine warmth. "Your guinea pig earned that win." "Thank you," Monday said. Her throat felt tight. "Buttercup did well. Second place on her first race." "Because of Pepperoni's coaching," Roy said. He shifted Buttercup in his arms. The guinea pig squeaked softly. "I appreciate him taking the time." "It was nothing," Pepperoni said. "Basic athletic fundamentals. Any competent coach would do the same." "He stopped racing to encourage her," Roy said. His eyes found Monday's. "That was kind." "He's a softie," Monday said. "I am not," Pepperoni started. "Will you take the dress?" Mrs. Chen called. She held it up, fabric catching sunlight. "Monday? First place gets first pick?" "No," Monday said. "Give it to second place." Roy went very still. "What?" "Second place gets the dress," Monday said to Mrs. Chen. "That's fair, right?" "Well, yes, but—" Mrs. Chen looked uncertain. "Then Mr. Silverstone gets it," Monday said. She kept her eyes on Mrs. Chen, couldn't look at Roy. If she looked at him, she might see gratitude, might see that vulnerability again, and her wolf might do something catastrophic. "Monday," Roy said. His voice dropped lower. "You don't have to—" "I don't need a dress," Monday said. "You obviously came here for it. Must be important." Silence stretched. Monday felt Roy's gaze on her, heavy and searching. "It is," Roy said finally. It's for my sister." Something in his tone made Monday look up. Mistake. His expression had cracked open, pain and grief bleeding through the alpha control. "Her birthday's in 3 days," Roy continued. His jaw tightened. "Our mother passed away 2 weeks ago. That dress," he gestured toward it, "Mom donated it months ago. Before. Emma saw her wear it last summer, said it was her favorite." Monday's chest constricted. Her wolf whined, responding to his pain. "Roy? I thought if I could give it to her," Roy said. "If she could have something of Mom's for her birthday, something happy before." He stopped, swallowed. "She's 18. Grieving. I can't fix it. Can't make it better. But I can give her the dress." The crowd noise faded. Monday heard her heartbeat, thunderous and damning. Felt Roy's pain like a physical thing pressing against her ribs. She knew grief, knew what it meant to lose everything, to be found in a basket on a doorstep, to build a life from nothing. Knew the desperate need to help someone you loved when everything else had fallen apart. "Take it," Monday said. Her voice came out thick. "Your sister needs it more than I need a dress." Roy's eyes glistened, just slightly, barely visible. An alpha allowing vulnerability. "Thank you." "It's nothing," Monday said. "It's everything," Roy said. Mrs. Chen pressed the dress into Roy's hands. He held it carefully, reverently, like it was made of spun gold instead of fabric. "Emma will love it," Roy said. He looked at Monday. Really looked, past the surface, past the walls, into something deeper. "You have no idea what this means." Monday's wolf surged, hard, violent, responding to his gratitude, his pain, his proximity, his everything. She stumbled back a step. Her vision blurred at the edges. Warning sign, pupils dilating, shift starting. "I have to go," Monday said. She grabbed Pepperoni's basket with shaking hands. "Monday, wait," Roy started. Her eyes burned. She felt them change, brown bleeding to gold, wolf rising despite her control. Roy's expression shifted, recognition flickering across his features, his nostrils flared, scenting, "No, no, no, no." Monday turned, started walking, fast. "Monday, mates!" Roy called. She walked faster. The crowd parted. Her vision sharpened. Too sharp, wolf vision, seeing everything in hypercolor. Her hands gripped the basket, and she felt her nails lengthening. Claws starting. "Monday, what's happening?" Pepperoni's voice carried concern. "Your hands." Monday broke into a run. She heard Roy behind her. His footsteps, his voice calling her name. Felt his presence like heat at her back. Her wolf screamed, "Mate." screamed to turn around, to go to him, to stop running. She tasted copper. Her jaw ached, teeth sharpening. She ducked behind the Pizza Palace tent, pressed against the canvas, basket clutched to her chest. Breathing hard, eyes squeezed shut. Control, she needed control. Monday, Pepperoni's voice was quiet now, serious. He saw. The Alpha saw. I know, Monday whispered. Your eyes changed. Your hands. He's not stupid. I know, Monday said. Footsteps approached, slow, steady, deliberate. Roy's scent wrapped around her, sage and smoke and certainty. Monday, Roy said. His voice came from just beyond the tent. Close, too close. I know what you are. Monday's heart stopped. Her wolf surged, desperate to respond. You're a wolf, Roy continued. His footsteps moved closer. Suppressed. Hidden. But I saw it. Felt it. Monday's hands trembled, claws fully extended now, cutting into the wicker basket. And my wolf, Roy's voice dropped, rough with something Monday couldn't name, didn't want to name. My wolf knows what you are to me. No. Please, no. You're my mate, Roy said. The words hung in the air. Final. Undeniable. Catastrophic. Monday's wolf howled. Triumph and terror combined. Pepperoni made a sound like a tea kettle exploding. Oh, this is a disaster. This is... Monday, we need to leave. Now. Monday's legs wouldn't move. Her wolf had frozen her in place, desperate to turn around, to see him, to accept what he was offering. Monday, Roy said. He was right at the tent edge now. Monday could feel him, could sense his presence pressing against her consciousness. Please, look at me. No, Monday whispered. I'm not going to claim you, Roy said. Gentle, patient. I just need to see. I need to know you're okay. I'm fine, Monday lied. You're shifting, Roy said. In public, at a fair, you're not fine. Monday's jaw ached. Her teeth had fully sharpened, canines pressing into her lower lip. Blood bloomed, copper sweet on her tongue. Monday, Pepperoni said. You're bleeding, let him help. He can't help, Monday said. Her voice came out distorted, half growl. He's an alpha. I'll what? Roy asked. Force you? Claim you against your will? His tone hardened. I'm not a monster. You're an alpha, Monday said. I'm a man who just met his mate, Roy said, who watched her give up a prize to help my sister, who sees her pain and wants... He stopped, breathed. I want to help. That's all. Just let me help you control this before someone sees. Monday's claws retracted slightly. Her breathing slowed. Roy was right. She was shifting. In public. At a community fair. If someone saw, if someone realized what she was, okay, Monday whispered. She turned. Roy stood 3 feet away, the sundress draped over one arm, his expression open and concerned and devastatingly gentle. His eyes dropped to her mouth, to the blood on her lip. His jaw tightened. Bite down slower, duh, Roy said. His voice carried alpha command now, not to dominate, but to guide. Let the teeth retract before they cut deeper. Monday followed his instruction, felt her canines shrink, the pressure easing. The bleeding slowed. Good, Roy said. Now your hands, focus on them. Feel each nail, retract them one at a time. Monday looked down. Her nails were still clawed, still deadly. She focused. One nail, then another. Slowly, they pulled back into human shape. Better, Roy said. His gaze moved to her eyes. The hardest part. Look at me. Keep looking at me. Let your wolf see me, acknowledge me, then let it rest. Monday met his gaze. Silver with gold flecks. Alpha eyes meeting wolf eyes. Her wolf surged, desperate, hungry, screaming to be claimed. But Roy's eyes held only patience. Gentleness. No demand. No command to submit. Just acceptance. Monday's wolf quieted, slowly, reluctantly, but it settled, sinking back beneath her skin like water into sand. Her eyes burned as they shifted back to brown. Roy exhaled. relief flickering across his features. There. Better. Monday sagged against the tent. Her legs shook. Sweat soaked her shirt despite the cool air. "That was insane," Pepperoni said. You almost shifted. In public. At a fair." "I know," Monday whispered. "Because of him," Pepperoni continued. His voice climbed. "Because he's your mate," Roy finished. He said it like it was simple, like it wasn't the most terrifying, world-ending word Monday had ever heard. Monday's throat closed. "I can't." "Can't what?" Roy asked. "This. Mates. Claiming. Any of it," Monday said. She grabbed the basket, hugged it to her chest. "I'm suppressed. I don't know what I am. You're an alpha. You have a pack. You have your business. A good life. And I can share all that with you if you accept," Roy said. Monday blinked. "What?" "I'm not asking you to accept the bond," Roy said. His expression remained steady, calm. "Not now. Maybe not ever, if that's what you choose. I don't know what I am. They call me Monday because I was left at the door of Sunset House on a Monday morning. You're an alpha. It's risky to... I accept the risks, whatever they might be. My life is a risk. My business is a risk. Every moment I breathe, there is a risk. And hell, the fact that I don't have a mate is a risk for my family because I don't have anyone left but my sister. My wolf wants you," Roy said. Simple, honest. "But I'm not ruled by my wolf. I have control. Choice." His eyes held hers. "So do you." Silence stretched between them. The fair noise drifted back. Distant laughter, music, vendors calling. Normal sounds, a normal day. Except nothing was normal anymore. "I have to go," Monday said. "Okay," Roy said. He didn't move, didn't try to stop her. "I'm taking the $50 to Sunset House," Monday said, "buying Daisy her birthday present." "Okay," Roy said. "And then I'm going back to work," Monday said, "delivering pizzas, living my life." "Okay," Roy said. "And you're going to give that dress to your sister," Monday said, "and forget about me." Roy's mouth curved. Not quite a smile. Something sadder. "I don't think I can do that last part, but I can give you time and space to think." Monday's chest ached. Her wolf whined, desperate to stay, to move closer, to accept what he was offering. "Goodbye, Roy," Monday said. She walked away, forced her legs to move, forced herself not to look back. Pepperoni was quiet in his basket. After a long moment, he spoke. "You're crying." Monday wiped her face. Her hand came away wet. "I know." "He let you go," Pepperoni said, wonder in his voice. "An alpha who found his mate, and he just let you go." "I know," Monday whispered. "That's not normal," Pepperoni said. "I know," Monday said. They reached her bike. Monday settled the basket in place, climbed on, pedaled toward the exit, legs burning, chest aching, wolf howling inside her. She didn't look back, but she felt Roy's gaze on her, felt the bond between them, new, fragile, impossible, pulling tight, felt her wolf screaming that she was making a mistake. Monday pedaled faster. The $50 envelope crinkled in her pocket, the price of running from her mate. Chapter 5. Monday's apartment smelled like leftover pizza and guinea pig hay. She sat cross-legged on her futon, counting the $50 again. 40 for Daisy's stuffed wolf, 10 for groceries. The math worked. Everything worked. Except her wolf wouldn't stop whining. "You need to eat something," Pepperoni said from his enclosure. He stood on his hind legs, nose pressed against the bars. "You've been staring at that money for 20 minutes. It's not going to multiply through meditation." "I'm fine," Monday said. "You're the opposite of fine," Pepperoni said. "You're pining. It's pathetic. You smell like sadness and regret." Monday's phone buzzed. Unknown number, she ignored it. 3 sharp knocks rattled her door. Monday's wolf perked. Recognized something. Someone. She crossed to the door, checked the peephole. Her breath caught. Emma stood in the hallway, the yellow sundress bright against the dim lighting. Her dark hair was pulled back, eyes red-rimmed but determined. Monday opened the door. "Emma?" "Hi," Emma said. She twisted her hands together, the fabric of the dress bunching between her fingers. "I'm sorry to just show up. Roy gave me your address. I hope that's okay?" "It's fine," Monday said. She stepped aside. "Come in." Emma entered, her gaze sweeping the small studio apartment. One room, futon, kitchenette, guinea pig enclosure taking up half the living space. She didn't look judgmental, just observant. "Your place is nice," Emma said. "Cozy." "It's small," Monday said. "Small can be good," Emma said. She turned, faced Monday directly. "I needed to thank you. For the dress. For—" her voice cracked. "For giving me a piece of my mom back." Monday's chest tightened. "You don't need to thank me." "Yes, I do," Emma said. Tears welled in her eyes but didn't fall. "You have no idea what this means. What it meant to Roy. He's been—" She stopped, swallowed. "He's been trying so hard to fix everything. To fix me. Like if he just does enough, tries enough, it'll make the grief stop." "Emma?" Monday started. "He can't fix it," Emma continued. Her hands gripped the dress fabric tighter. "No one can, but this dress, it's not fixing anything. It's a piece of her. A good memory. And you gave that to me when you didn't have to." Monday's throat felt raw. "Your brother needed it more than I did." "Roy needs a lot of things," Emma said. Her gaze sharpened, direct and unflinching. "Including someone who sees past the alpha exterior. Someone who gives without expecting anything back." She paused. "Someone like you." Monday's pulse spiked. "Emma, I can't—" "I know," Emma said quickly. "Roy told me, not everything, just that you met, that you helped him, that you're important." The word carried weight. "He won't say more, won't push. But I see it in him. The way he paces, the way his wolf is restless, the way he looks at his phone like he's willing it to ring." Monday's hands curled into fists. Her nails bit into her palms. "I don't know who I am, what I am. I was left at Sunset House in a basket. No name, no pack, no history. I've suppressed my wolf for years because I don't know what happens if I let it free. And Roy's an alpha," Emma said, understanding flickering across her features. "With a pack, a business, a life you think you'll mess up." "I will mess up," Monday said. Her voice came out rough. "I'm a liability, a burden. I don't even know if I'm dominant or submissive, omega or beta. What if I'm broken? What if my suppression damaged something?" Emma stepped closer. "What if you're exactly what you need to be?" Monday shook her head. "You don't understand." "My mom died 2 weeks ago," Emma said. The words cut sharp and clean. "I'm 18, grieving, learning to shift without her guidance. Roy's trying to run a billion-dollar company while making sure I don't fall apart. We're both broken right now, both liabilities to each other." Her eyes glistened. "But we're family. We carry each other's burdens because that's what you do when you love someone." Monday's vision blurred. She blinked hard. "Roy would carry yours," Emma said softly, "if you let him. Not because you're a burden. Because he wants to." Silence stretched between them. Monday heard her heartbeat, heard Pepperoni shifting in his enclosure, heard Emma's breathing steady despite the tears on her cheeks. "I should go," Emma said. She wiped her face with the back of her hand. I needed you to know. What you did mattered. You matter." She headed for the door, paused. "Think about it, please." The door clicked shut. Monday stood frozen. Her wolf howled, grief and longing and terror combined. "That girl has wisdom beyond her years," Pepperoni said. "Also, emotional intelligence. She should teach seminars." Monday walked to the window, watched Emma cross the street toward the park, her yellow dress catching the late afternoon light. Something moved near the enclosure. A rustling sound. "Pepperoni, what are you doing?" Monday asked. She turned. Pepperoni stood at the enclosure gate, nose pressed against the bars. "I'm not doing anything, but there's A white blur shot out from behind the futon. Buttercup. The guinea pig sprinted across the floor, squeaking frantically. Her fur stood on end. Her eyes were wild, panicked. "Buttercup!" Pepperoni's voice climbed 3 octaves. Did you stow away in Emma's bag?" Buttercup ran in circles. Her squeaks came rapid fire, high-pitched, desperate. "I can't understand you," Pepperoni said. He pressed against the enclosure bars. "Monday, let me out. Something's wrong." Monday opened the enclosure. Pepperoni shot out, scrambled toward Buttercup. The 2 guinea pigs faced each other, Buttercup still squeaking frantically. Okay, calm down," Pepperoni said. He moved closer, nose touching hers. Deep breaths, professional athletic breathing, in through the nose, out through the... Buttercup's squeak turned into something between a wheek and a scream. "I know you're upset," Pepperoni said, "but you need to use your words, human words, like I taught you." Buttercup squeaked again, frantic, unintelligible. "She doesn't speak human," Monday said. "Pepperoni, she's just a normal guinea pig." "She's not," Pepperoni insisted. He turned to Buttercup. "You can do this. I believe in you. Remember the core engagement? The visualization techniques? Apply them to speech. Become the words. Embody the language." Buttercup's squeaking intensified. "Try interpretive movement," Pepperoni suggested. "Mime the problem. Use your body to communicate. It's a valid form of expression." Buttercup ran in a circle, stopped, ran the other direction, stopped, made a sound like a miniature siren. That's actually helpful," Pepperoni said. He watched her movements. "You're showing me direction, urgency, something about..." He paused. "Emma? Something about Emma?" Buttercup's squeak went supersonic. "Something happened to Emma," Pepperoni said. He turned to Monday. "On her way here." Buttercup sensed something. Monday's wolf surged. "What kind of something?" Pepperoni nudged Buttercup. "Show me. Demonstrate. Was it a person? An energy?" Buttercup made a low, rumbling sound. Nothing like a normal guinea pig noise. Something deeper, dangerous. Monday's blood went cold. Threat. She sensed a threat. "Buttercup," Pepperoni said. His voice dropped serious. "This is critical. I need you to dig deep. Find your inner voice. Your human voice. Just one word. Just tell us what you sensed." Buttercup trembled. Her whole body shook. She opened her mouth. "Dark," Buttercup said. The word came out rough, uncertain, but unmistakably human. Pepperoni's eyes went wide. She spoke. She actually spoke. "I knew it. I knew she could..." "Pepperoni, focus!" Monday snapped. "What did you sense, Buttercup?" Buttercup's voice came stronger this time. Dark, energy, around, Emma, bad, dangerous. Each word was effort, strain. Following, watching, waiting. Monday's heart stopped. Emma, walking alone, through the park, with something dark following her. How long ago? Monday grabbed her keys, her phone. "When did she leave?" 3 minutes, Pepperoni said. "Maybe 4. She can't be far." Monday scooped both guinea pigs up, Pepperoni in one hand, Buttercup in the other. She sprinted for the door, down the stairs, burst onto the street. Her bike leaned against the building. She shoved both guinea pigs into the front basket. "Hold on," Monday said. She swung onto the seat, pedaled hard. "Which direction?" "Park," Buttercup said. Her voice was clearer now, gaining strength. She went. To park. Through trees. Monday's legs pumped. The bike flew down the street. Wind whipped her hair. Her wolf clawed at its restraints, desperate to run faster, to protect. The park entrance loomed ahead. Monday skidded through the gates onto the path. Trees blocked the late afternoon sun. Shadows stretched long and wrong. "There," Pepperoni said. He stood on his hind legs in the basket, nose twitching. "I smell it. Darkness. It's not a scent. It's an absence. Like something eating the air." Monday pedaled harder. The path curved. She rounded the corner and saw Emma. The girl stood in a small clearing, yellow dress bright against the darkening trees. 6 figures circled her. Men, wolves, their posture wrong, movements jerky, eyes empty. Rogues. Emma backed toward a tree. Her hands trembled. Her sense spiked, fear and adrenaline. One rogue lunged. Monday didn't think, didn't plan, didn't suppress. She shifted. The transformation ripped through her, years of suppression breaking in seconds. Bones cracked, skin tore, fur erupted, her clothes shredded. Pain exploded through every nerve. But beneath the pain, something else rose. Power raw, ancient, unfamiliar. It flooded her veins like liquid fire, burned through her muscles. Her wolf burst free, red-furred, smaller than an alpha, but something in her sang with strength that didn't match her size. She hit the ground running, 4 legs pumping, claws digging into earth. The basket tumbled from the bike. Pepperoni and Buttercup rolled into the grass. Monday's wolf charged. She hit the first rogue mid-lunge. Her jaws locked on his shoulder. The power surged, her bite crushed deeper than it should, tore muscle and tendon with impossible strength. Blood filled her mouth, copper sweet and hot. He screamed, a sound between human and animal. She released, spun, claws raking across another rogue's face. Her claws left gouges that split bone. Too strong. She was too strong for her size. Emma screamed. Not fear, rage. The girl shifted, her transformation smoother than Monday's, practiced despite her grief. Dark brown wolf, smaller than Monday, younger, but fierce. Emma's wolf snarled, lunged at the rogue closest to her. Her teeth found his leg. Bone crunched. Monday felt it then, a thread of connection. Not the mate bond. Something else. Pack bond forming. Emma's energy reaching toward hers, seeking anchor, seeking strength. Monday's wolf responded without thinking. Opened that connection. Let her power flow. Emma's next strike hit harder, faster. The rogue went down beneath her claws, throat torn. They fought back to back. Monday could feel Emma's movements before she made them, could sense where the girl would strike, where she needed support. Their wolves moved as one, separate but synchronized. Like they'd trained together for years instead of seconds. 6 rogues against 2. The odds were wrong. The fight was desperate, but together they were something more. A rogue came at Monday from the left. She dodged, faster than she'd ever moved. His claws scraped her side. Shallow, painful. She spun, snapped at his throat. Her jaws closed around his neck. The power surged again. Her bite crushed his windpipe instantly. She released. He fell. Emma's wolf took down another rogue. Her claws raked his belly, deeper than a young wolf should manage. Monday felt the power flowing through their connection, amplifying Emma's strength. 4 rogues left. They circled tighter, coordinated, not mindless, controlled by something, someone. Monday's wolf snarled, her hackles raised. The power in her veins burned hotter, demanding release. She didn't know what it was, didn't understand why suppression had hidden this strength. But it rose in her now like a tide, ancient, vast, hungry. She positioned herself in front of Emma, protective. The pack bond thrummed between them. Emma moved to Monday's side, not behind, beside, equal, partner. Their wolves touched, shoulders brushing. The power flared. Monday felt Emma gasp through the connection as strength flooded into her. The rogues attacked as one. Monday caught the first with her jaws. His neck. She bit down. The power crushed through him. Too much, too strong. His spine cracked. She released him, turned. The second rogue's claws caught her flank, deep. Blood flowed hot down her leg. Pain exploded white behind her eyes. But the power didn't stop. It roared through the wound, trying to seal it, trying to heal, too fast, too wrong. Monday's body couldn't handle it, the strength and the healing fighting each other. Emma's wolf lunged over Monday, caught the rogue's face, tore. The power flowing from Monday made Emma's strike devastating. The rogue's skull cracked under her jaws. He stumbled back, fell, didn't rise. 2 rogues left. Monday's leg trembled. The wound was deep, blood loss making her vision blur. But the power still burned, still pushed her forward. She tried to stand, her leg gave out. Emma stood over her immediately, snarling, defiant, protecting Monday now. The pack bond flared bright, Emma pulling on Monday's power, using it to make herself bigger, fiercer, stronger than her 18 years and grief should allow. The 2 rogues advanced, slower now, wary. They'd seen what Monday and Emma could do together, seen the power that shouldn't exist in 2 wolves this size, this young. Monday's wolf whined, tried to rise again, failed. Too much blood, too much power with nowhere to go. Her body was burning itself out from the inside, years of suppression breaking all at once, releasing strength she didn't know how to control. Emma's wolf growled, low, threatening. The young wolf stood her ground, Monday's power making her seem twice her size. But Monday could feel it through their connection. Emma was tiring. The power was too much for her, too. They'd burn out before the rogues fell. The rogues sensed it, moved closer, patient, waiting. Monday's vision darkened at the edges. Her heartbeat slowed. The power in her veins flickered, not fading, but consuming her, eating her alive from within. She didn't know what she was, didn't know what this strength meant, only that it was too much, too vast, too ancient for her suppressed wolf to contain. Emma's legs shook. The young wolf wavered, the power finally overwhelming her. The rogues lunged. Chapter 6. Roy's penthouse felt wrong. The silence pressed against his ears, thick, oppressive. He stood in Emma's doorway, staring at her empty bed, covers thrown back, yellow sundress draped over the chair. But no Emma. His wolf stirred beneath his skin, uneasy, agitated. Roy knew this feeling, had felt it twice before in his life. The first time, his father collapsed during a board meeting. Heart attack, dead before the ambulance arrived. Roy's wolf had screamed warnings 6 hours earlier. A wrongness in his chest he couldn't name, couldn't explain. He'd ignored it, called it stress. The second time, his mother. Cancer spreading silent and deadly through her body. His wolf had known 3 days before the doctors found it, had paced and clawed and howled inside him while he smiled through dinner, pretended everything was fine. He'd failed both times, hadn't acted fast enough, hadn't trusted his instincts. If something happened to Emma, Roy's hands curled into fists, his claws extended, cutting into his palms. Blood welled, hot and accusing, but this time felt different. The wrongness wasn't just absence, it was severed, like someone had taken a blade to the pack bonds he'd carried since birth. The threads connecting him to his wolves, his people, felt ragged, torn, and beneath that something new, a bond forming, strong, immediate, bright as lightning in a dark sky. Roy's wolf surged toward it, desperate and hungry. The door to his office slammed open. Damien burst through, tablet in hand, face pale. "Roy," Damien said. He crossed the room in 3 strides. "We have a problem." "Emma's gone," Roy said. His voice came out flat, controlled, alpha authority masking the terror clawing at his ribs. "It's bigger than that," Damien said. He thrust the tablet at Roy. "Intel just came through. A rival pack hired rogues on the black market. 6 of them. They crossed into our territory 20 minutes ago." Roy's blood went cold. "Where?" "Unknown," Damien said. "But the timing, the merger meeting's in 2 days, the pack gathering tomorrow night. This could be sabotage. Or worse." Roy's mind raced. Rogues in his territory. Emma missing. The severed pack bonds. The new bond forming bright and fierce and Monday. The new bond was pulling him toward Monday. "Did Emma take the car?" Roy asked. His voice sharpened. Command bleeding through. No, Damien said. I checked. The driver's in the garden. Reading. Roy's phone rang. The sound cut sharp through the tension. Emma's number. Roy answered, lifted the phone to his ear. Emma? Squeaking, high-pitched, frantic. Then a voice, familiar, indignant, utterly absurd under the circumstances. This is Pepperoni, the guinea pig announced, using Emma's phone emergency protocol. Roy's wolf froze. Pepperoni? Emma and Monday are being attacked, Pepperoni said. His voice climbed with each word. Large black wolves. Stranger wolves. Not from your pack. 6 of them. Maybe more. We're in the park, near the oak grove. They're fighting, but there's too many and… Buttercup's squeaking intensified in the background. Buttercup says they're hurt, Pepperoni continued. Blood. Too much blood. You need to get here. Now. The phone stayed on. Roy could hear sounds. Snarling, impact, someone screaming. Emma. Roy moved. Didn't think. Didn't plan. Just shifted. His transformation ripped through him in seconds. Bones cracked and reformed. Muscle tore and rebuilt. Fur erupted across his skin. His suit shredded, expensive fabric falling away. His alpha wolf burst free. Massive silver, built for dominance and protection. Damien shifted beside him. Dark gray wolf, beta strength. Lethal when needed. They ran. The penthouse blurred past. Roy hit the emergency exit, claws scrabbling on stairs. Down 6 flights, through the lobby, people screaming, scattering, out onto the street. The phone stayed connected in Damien's jaws. Waterproof case, designed for exactly this. Roy could hear Pepperoni's commentary, could hear the sounds of battle, could feel the new bond pulling him forward like a rope around his ribs. The park was 12 blocks away. Too far, too long, Roy ran faster, his legs pumped, muscles burning. Damien kept pace beside him. Traffic stopped, cars honking. Someone shouted. Roy didn't care. Emma was hurt. Monday was hurt. His mate was fighting for her life, and he wasn't there. The park entrance loomed. Roy didn't slow, hit the gates at full speed. Metal bent under his weight. He charged through onto the path. The bond pulled him left, through trees, over a creek, into the oak grove. He burst into the clearing and stopped. Monday's wolf, red-furred, smaller than him, but radiating power that made his alpha instincts scream recognition, stood over Emma. Her leg was torn open, blood pooling beneath her, but she snarled at the 3 rogues circling, defiant and magnificent. Emma's wolf crouched behind Monday, also bleeding, also fierce. Together, they looked ready to fall, but they wouldn't run. Roy's wolf roared. The sound echoed through the clearing, alpha command and fury combined. The rogues turned, saw him, saw Damien, saw death coming for them. Roy charged. He hit the first rogue like a freight train. His jaws closed around the wolf's spine. Crushed. The rogue went down, twitching, dying. Damien took the second, claws raking, teeth tearing. The rogue tried to run. Damien's jaws found his throat, ended it. The third rogue bolted. Roy let him go. Turned to Monday and Emma. Monday's wolf swayed. Her leg gave out. She collapsed. Emma shifted back to human first. Naked, covered in blood. She crawled to Monday's wolf. Please, please, don't, Roy shifted. Human again. He crossed to Monday's wolf in 3 strides, knelt beside her. His hands hovered over her wound, deep, savage, still bleeding. Monday, Roy said. His voice came out rough, scraped raw. Shift back. Let me see the damage. Monday's wolf whined. Her eyes, gold, beautiful, barely focused, found his. I know it hurts, Roy said. Alpha command wrapped in gentleness. But I need you human. I need to help. Please. Monday's wolf trusted him. The shift began. It looked wrong, painful, like her body was fighting the transformation. Bones grinding, muscles spasming, skin reforming too slowly. She gasped. Human again, naked, blood everywhere. Roy's hands pressed against her side immediately. The wound was worse in human form, jagged, deep, vital organs visible through torn flesh. "Damien," Roy said. His voice carried alpha authority. "Get them to the car, now." "On it," Damien said. He was human too now, already lifting Emma. Roy scooped Monday into his arms. She made a sound, pain and protest combined. "I've got you," Roy said. He stood, Monday cradled against his chest. "You're safe. I've got you." Monday's eyes fluttered, her hand pressed against his chest. Weak, trembling. "Emma? She's fine," Roy said. He started walking, fast. "Damien has her. She's fine." "Pepperoni?" Monday's voice was barely audible. "Buttercup?" "Here," Pepperoni's voice called from the grass. "We're traumatized but alive. This was extremely stressful for my nervous system." Roy almost smiled. Almost. Someone grabbed the guinea pigs. Damien doubled back, scooped both animals into his hands. Buttercup squeaked. Pepperoni launched into a detailed complaint about the attack, the blood, the audacity of rogues attacking champions. The car was waiting at the park entrance. Driver's eyes went wide at the sight of them. Naked, bloody, carrying 2 injured wolves and 2 guinea pigs. "Penthouse," Roy said. "Now break every traffic law. I'll pay the tickets." The driver nodded. They climbed in. Roy held Monday on his lap, kept pressure on her wound. Emma sat beside him, Damien supporting her. Both guinea pigs huddled in Damien's other hand. Monday's eyes closed. Her breathing slowed. "Stay with me," Roy said. His hand cupped her face. "Monday, look at me." Her eyes opened, brown again, exhausted, but alive. "Good," Roy said. "Keep looking at me. We're almost home." The drive took 7 minutes. Felt like decades. They burst into the penthouse. Roy carried Monday straight to the guest room, closest to his, farthest from the elevator. Safe, secure. He laid her on the bed. Her blood soaked into white sheets. "Towels," Roy said. "First aid kit, now." Damien appeared with both. Emma stumbled in behind him, wrapped in a blanket, her own wounds already healing. Roy worked fast, cleaned the wound, applied pressure, watched it with alpha focus, and saw something impossible. The wound was closing, slowly, too slowly for immediate danger to pass, but faster than any normal wolf. Tissue knitting together, muscle reforming, skin stretching to cover the gap. "She's healing," Emma whispered. "Roy, she's healing." "I see it," Roy said. His hand stayed steady despite the wonder coursing through him. Monday's power, whatever she was, whatever ancient strength ran through her veins, it was saving her life. Hours passed. Roy never left her side. Cleaned her wounds, watched them heal, held her hand when she whimpered in unconscious pain. Emma healed faster, younger, less suppressed, less damaged. She was up and moving within an hour, declaring she needed to cook. Stress baking, their mother's habit. Damien handled security, locked down the penthouse, called the pack, sent trackers after the rogue who escaped, and Roy sat beside Monday's bed, watching her breathe, watching her wounds close, watching her chest rise and fall with each precious inhale. His wolf was quiet now, settled. The new bond between them hummed steady and strong. "Mate," his wolf whispered. "Safe. Ours." Roy didn't argue. Finally, decades later, or maybe just 6 hours, time had lost meaning. Monday's eyes opened. Brown, clear, focused. They found his immediately. "How's Emma?" Monday asked. Her voice came out rough, scraped raw. Relief flooded Roy's chest. Of course, her first question was about Emma. "Emma's fine," Roy said. He squeezed her hand. "Up and moving. In the kitchen already. Cooking up a storm." Monday's eyes closed, exhaled. "Good. Your wounds are closing," Roy said. He gestured to her side, healing at incredible speed. "But this is your first time shifting fully in years. First time fighting at full strength. It's taxing. You need rest. Monday tried to sit up. Roy's hand on her shoulder stopped her. Rest, Roy repeated, gentler, please. Emma, Monday started. Is fine because of you, Roy said. His throat tightened. You fought beside her, protected her. You. He stopped, swallowed. I don't know what I would have done if I'd lost her. If those rogues had... His voice broke. Alpha control shattering under the weight of what almost happened. Monday's hand found his, squeezed. But more than that, Roy continued. He forced himself to meet her eyes. I don't know what I would have done if I'd lost you. I just found you. My wolf just... He laughed, rough and humorless. My wolf called you mate without permission, without asking if you wanted that. And then you almost died and I... Roy, Monday whispered. You're so strong, Roy said. The words tumbled out, unstoppable. So giving. You gave Emma the dress. You fought rogues for her. You don't even know what you are, what power runs through you, but you used it anyway. To protect someone you barely know, you deserve so much more than this, than hiding, than suppressing, than being alone. His hand cupped her face, thumb brushing her cheekbone. I'm going to make sure you have that, Roy said. Everything you deserve, everything you've been denied. But first, you need to rest. And it would make me feel a lot better if you stayed the night. So I know you're safe, so I can... He stopped. Please, stay. Promise me. Monday's eyes glistened. She nodded. I promise. Thank you, Roy said. He stood, adjusted her blankets, moved to the door. Roy? Monday called. He turned. Thank you, she said. For coming. For... Her voice caught. For caring. Roy's chest ached. Always. He stepped into the hallway, pulled the door almost closed, left it ajar, just a crack. Turned on the hallway light, dimmed to 5%, enough that if she woke in the dark, she wouldn't be disoriented, wouldn't be afraid. His room was next door, but he wouldn't sleep. Couldn't. Not with so many questions burning through his mind. He walked to his study instead, sat behind his desk, pulled out his phone, then called out, Pepperoni. Scrabbling sounds came from the kitchen. Tiny claws on hardwood. Pepperoni appeared in the doorway, Buttercup beside him. You called, Pepperoni said. He climbed onto the desk with surprising agility. I assume this is about Monday's mysterious past and your desperate need to unravel it so you can be the hero who solves everything. Roy's mouth quirked. Something like that. Fine, Pepperoni said. He settled on his haunches, his small body remarkably still for once. I'll tell you what I know, but this stays between us. Monday's privacy is sacred. I'm only sharing because she almost died and clearly needs someone with resources to figure out what she is before it kills her. Agreed, Roy said. He leaned forward, elbows on the desk. How did you meet her? No, oh no, we don't talk about that, Pepperoni said quickly. His nose twitched. It's not about me. It's about her, and I promise I only tell the truth. Not exaggerating, maybe just 10% embellishment for narrative impact, but... A soft squeak interrupted him. Buttercup appeared in the doorway, her white fur catching the lamplight. Buttercup, Pepperoni said, his tone shifting to something almost tender. I'm having a professional conversation with the alpha. This requires focus and... Buttercup squeaked again. Insistent. What do you mean? Emma's making pancakes. Pepperoni's ears perked. At this hour? That's highly irregular, but also potentially delicious. He turned back to Roy. We'll continue this later. After breakfast, a guinea pig cannot be expected to unravel mysteries on an empty stomach. Roy watched as Pepperoni scurried toward Buttercup. The two guinea pigs touched noses briefly, a gesture almost affectionate, before disappearing down the hallway together. From the kitchen, Emma's voice drifted through the penthouse. Pepperoni, Buttercup, I made you a special guinea pig pancake. It's got lettuce and carrots. Lettuce pancake? Pepperoni's voice carried back, scandalized yet intrigued. "That's culinarily questionable, but I'm willing to be open-minded for the sake of cross-species bonding." Roy leaned back in his chair. Despite everything, the attack, the injuries, the mysteries still unsolved, something warm settled in his chest. His sister was cooking. His mate was resting safely down the hall. 2 guinea pigs were about to judge Emma's experimental pancakes with the seriousness of food critics. And tomorrow, they'd start unraveling Monday's past. But tonight they were safe. Fed together. That was enough. Roy stood, following the scent of pancakes and the sound of Pepperoni's ongoing commentary about proper guinea pig nutrition standards. Chapter 7. Roy's study smelled like coffee and obsession. 3 empty mugs sat on his desk. His laptop screen glowed in the pre-dawn darkness, casting blue light across pages of notes, printed images, ancestry records, scattered like evidence at a crime scene. Based on what Pepperoni said and his own intelligence network, Monday's original pack shouldn't be difficult to recover. He wondered whether it was impossible for her to trace with limited resources, or she didn't want to know her own pack, didn't want to know the pack that had abandoned her in the first place. The database search results blinked back at him. It was there, the result, the list, the mystery. He wanted to know. Would she want to know? Screw this. She was his mate. He needed to know. Then he would tell her and see whether she wanted to take any action. He clicked open the result folder. The blanket she was wrapped in had a symbol that was no longer carried by any pack. The result didn't come from pack registries, not in modern databases, but in archived records from the Supernatural Historical Society, records that had been buried for decades. The Crimson Circle, extinct bloodline, supposedly wiped out 200 years ago when their dark magic practices were discovered. They'd been using blood rituals to amplify power, stealing strength from weaker wolves to feed their elders. The council had hunted them down, executed the leaders, scattered the survivors, extinct. Except she clearly was born by someone connected to the Crimson Circle. The parents abandoned her for her safety. If the pack was extinct with no survivors, they wouldn't need to be hunted. But what if she had a family? A pack of survivors waiting for her now? And Roy had found something else. A location. An abandoned compound 50 miles outside the city, registered under a shell corporation. Recent activity. Utilities turned on 3 months ago, security cameras installed, vehicles coming and going. Someone was there. Someone using the Crimson Circle symbols. Someone who might know what Monday was. Why she'd been abandoned. Why her power felt ancient and vast and dangerous. Roy's phone showed 5:47 a.m. Monday was asleep, down the hall. Emma in her room. The penthouse quiet except for the hum of the refrigerator and occasional guinea pig squeaks from the kitchen. He could wake Monday, show her the research, let her decide. Or he could verify first, make sure it wasn't a dead end before dredging up hope or fear. His wolf growled, protective instinct warring with respect for her agency. Roy grabbed his keys, scrawled a note for Emma. Business emergency. Back by lunch. Don't wake Monday. He was out the door before he could second-guess himself. At the same time, Monday woke to sunlight streaming through unfamiliar windows. She blinked, sat up. Pain lanced through her side, duller than last night, but present. Her hand found the bandage on her ribs. The wound beneath was nearly closed. Too fast. Even for a wolf. Roy's guest room, Roy's penthouse, Roy's shirt she was wearing, soft cotton carrying his scent. The mate bond hummed in her chest. Quiet, steady, present. Monday swung her legs off the bed. Her bare feet hit plush carpet. The apartment was silent. Too silent. She padded to the door, eased it open, listened. Voices from the kitchen. Emma. And the structural integrity of this pancake is questionable at best. Pepperoni's voice carried down the hallway. You've added too much liquid. The center will be undercooked while the edges burn. It's a textbook mistake. I'm following the recipe exactly, Emma said. Then the recipe is flawed, Pepperoni announced. Buttercup, back me up here. A soft squeak. See? She agrees. We need to intervene before this becomes a culinary disaster. Monday almost smiled. She moved toward the kitchen, but something made her pause at Roy's study door. It stood open, lights still on, papers everywhere. Her wolf stirred, uneasy. Monday stepped inside, saw the laptop screen, the symbols, her symbols, the ones from her blanket. Her breath caught. She moved closer, read the notes in Roy's sharp handwriting. Crimson Circle, blood rituals, extinct bloodline, dark magic, compound location, 2847 Old Mill Road. Her hands trembled as she grabbed the papers. Photographs of a building, recent surveillance, a map with the location circled. Roy had found something, and the timestamp on the laptop showed his last search, 5:43 a.m., 4 minutes before he usually left for his morning run. But his running shoes sat by the door, his gym bag untouched. Monday's wolf snarled. He went without you. He went alone. No, Monday whispered. She grabbed her phone from the nightstand. Called Roy. Straight to voicemail. Pepperoni! Monday shouted, scrabbling claws on hardwood. The guinea pig appeared in the doorway, Buttercup right behind him. What's wrong? Pepperoni asked. You look like you've seen a ghost. Or worse, a vegetable. Roy's gone, Monday said. She shoved the papers at him. He found something about my past. A location. He went alone. Pepperoni's eyes widened. He scanned the documents. Oh no, this is classic alpha stupidity. Going into danger without backup. Without his mate. Does he have a death wish? We have to go after him, Monday said. She was already moving, grabbing jeans from her bag, pulling them on under Roy's shirt. Now. You're still injured, Pepperoni said. I'm healed enough, Monday said. She scooped both guinea pigs up. Emma appeared, spatula in hand, flour on her cheek. What's wrong? Roy went to investigate my past alone, Monday said. I'm going after him. Stay here, lock the doors. Call Damien if we're not back in 2 hours. Emma's face paled. Monday, if it's dangerous, then he shouldn't have gone alone, Monday said. Her voice came out sharp, final. I'll bring him back. She was out the door before Emma could argue, down the elevator into the parking garage. Roy's second car, the SUV, sat in his spot. She knew where he kept the spare key, under the rear wheel well, exactly where Pepperoni had told her during one of his rambling stories about Roy's predictable habits. Monday grabbed it, unlocked the car, threw both guinea pigs in the passenger seat. Safety restraints, Pepperoni shouted. We need proper harnesses for... Monday started the engine. Tires squealed as she peeled out. The GPS showed Old Mill Road, 50 miles, highway most of the way. Monday's hands gripped the steering wheel until her knuckles went white. Her wolf paced beneath her skin, angry, terrified, desperate. He went alone. He could be hurt. He could be dying. He's a strong alpha, Pepperoni said. He can handle himself. Not against dark magic, Monday said. Her voice cracked. Not against something that made my parents abandon me to protect me. Buttercup squeaked, soft, concerned. She says Roy's smart, Pepperoni translated. He wouldn't go in unprepared. He went without me, Monday said. That's unprepared enough. The city blurred past. Morning traffic was light. Monday pushed the SUV to 80, then 90. The bond in her chest pulled her forward like a compass pointing north, toward Roy, toward danger, toward answers she wasn't sure she wanted. Roy stood at the edge of the compound, taking in the structure. Abandoned warehouse, rusted metal siding, broken windows but fresh tire tracks in the dirt. Security cameras on the corners, new, expensive. Someone was here, recently. His wolf prowled beneath his skin. Every instinct screamed danger, screamed to turn back, to get back up, to bring his mate. But if this led nowhere, he'd have worried Monday for nothing. And if it led somewhere dangerous, at least he'd know before bringing her into it. Roy shifted. His transformation came smooth and practiced. Silver wolf, alpha-sized, built for dominance. He approached the building. The front door hung open, deliberate invitation or careless confidence, he couldn't tell. Roy padded inside. Darkness swallowed him. His wolf eyes adjusted, seeing shades of gray and shadow. The warehouse was empty. Concrete floor, metal beams, nothing. Then he smelled it. Wolf. Multiple wolves. And something else. Something that made his hackles rise. Blood. Old blood. And beneath it, something chemical. Wrong. Welcome, Alpha Silverstone. The voice came from everywhere, speakers hidden in the rafters. Lights blazed to life, blinding. Roy's eyes watered, vision whiting out. When it cleared, he saw them. 6 wolves, no, 7, circling him. Their fur was mottled wrong. Gray and black and red mixed in patterns that shouldn't exist. Their eyes glowed with something that wasn't natural wolf shine. Magic, dark magic. The wolves parted. A man walked through, human form, but his scent screamed alpha. He was older, 50 maybe, with symbols tattooed up both arms. The same symbols from Monday's blanket. "You came alone," the man said. His smile showed too many teeth. "How? Alpha of you." Roy shifted back to human, stood naked and unbothered in front of them. "Who are you?" "Marcus Crimson," the man said, "leader of what remains of the Crimson Circle. And you're trespassing." "You're right, sorry, I'm leaving now." As he turned, Marcus called out, "You're hiding the last daughter of the Crimson Circle. I can smell her magic on you. We've been searching for her for years." Roy's claws extended. "She's under my protection." "She's under no one's protection," Marcus said. "She's ours, our bloodline, our power." He gestured, and the wolves moved closer. "Her parents stole her from us, hid her away, died rather than tell us where. But blood calls to blood, and now that she's awakened," he inhaled deeply, "we can feel her." Roy's wolf snarled, "You're not taking her." "I don't need to take her," Marcus said. "She'll come, to save you, because she's part of the Crimson Circle. That's how she was born, and that's how she'll fall." The wolves attacked. Roy shifted mid-lunge, met the first wolf with claws and teeth. His alpha strength threw it back. The second came from behind. Roy spun, caught it by the throat, threw it into a metal beam. The clang echoed. But these weren't normal rogues. They moved too fast, hit too hard. And then the magic started. Shadows peeled from the walls. Living darkness that wrapped around Roy's legs. He tried to break free. The shadows tightened, burning where they touched. Not physical restraint. Magical. Dark magic that seeped into his skin, trying to drain his strength. Roy fought, tore at wolves, tried to break the shadow binding, but for every wolf he wounded, the shadows grew stronger. Marcus watched, smiled. "You're strong, Alpha, but strength means nothing against power you can't fight." A wolf's claws raked Roy's side. Deep, blood flowed hot. Another wolf hit him from behind. His legs buckled. The shadows pulled him down, pressing him against the concrete. Roy's vision blurred. His strength was draining. The magic was eating him alive. He thought of Monday, asleep in his penthouse. Safe. At least she was safe. The warehouse door exploded inward. Monday stood in the opening. Human, wearing his shirt and jeans. Her eyes blazed gold. "Get away from him," Monday said. Her voice carried power that made the shadows flinch. Marcus turned. His expression shifted from triumph to hunger. "There she is, the lost daughter, finally come home." Monday walked forward, each step deliberate. "I said get away from him." "Or what?" Marcus asked. "You'll fight us? You've suppressed for 10 years. You don't even know what you are." "Then let's find out," Monday said. She shifted. The transformation was different this time. Not the painful breaking from before. This was fluid, powerful, like she was born for it. Her wolf emerged, red fur, smaller than Roy, but radiating ancient power that pressed against the warehouse walls. The same power that had fought beside Emma. But stronger now, controlled. Monday's wolf charged. She hit the first wolf like lightning. Her jaws closed around its throat. The wolf went down, twitching. She released, spun. Claws raked across another wolf's face. It fell. But more importantly, her power surged outward. The shadows binding Roy recoiled, burned away by something bright and fierce radiating from Monday's wolf. Light to their darkness. Ancient power meeting dark magic and overwhelming it. Roy broke free, shifted, joined the fight. Together, they moved like they'd trained for years. Roy knew where Monday would strike before she moved. Monday sensed where Roy needed support. Their bond thrummed between them, amplifying their strength. They were magnificent, devastating, unstoppable. But Marcus wasn't done. He raised his hands. Symbols on his arms glowed red. Blood magic. He spoke words in a language Roy didn't recognize. The remaining wolves fell back. The shadows gathered, coalescing into something solid, something massive. A shadow beast, formed from darkness and blood magic, twice the size of an alpha wolf, glowing red eyes, claws that dripped with black ichor. It roared. The sound shook the building. Monday's wolf positioned herself in front of Roy. Protective, defiant. The shadow beast charged. Monday met it head-on. Her power flared. Blinding white light that met the shadow creature in a clash that cracked the concrete beneath them. Light and dark. Ancient power and dark magic. Struggling for dominance. Monday was losing. The beast was too strong, too big, fed by Marcus's blood magic. Roy couldn't let that happen. He shifted to human, ran to Monday's side, placed his hand on her wolf's shoulder. The mate bond opened, completely, fully. Roy felt Monday's power flood into him, felt his alpha strength flow into her. Their energies merged, amplified, became something greater than either alone. Together they pushed back. Monday's wolf grew brighter, her power intensified. Roy felt it channeling through him, through their bond, building to something explosive. They released it as one. Light erupted from Monday's wolf. Pure, brilliant, devastating. It hit the shadow beast and consumed it. The creature screamed, a sound of agony and dissolution, then vanished, burned away to nothing. The blast threw Marcus back. He hit the wall, slid down. Blood trickled from his nose. Monday and Roy turned to him, wolf and human, bonded and powerful. "It's over," Roy said. His voice carried alpha command that couldn't be denied. "You don't touch her." "Ever again." Marcus's eyes flickered, calculation beneath submission. "I accept defeat." His hand moved, too fast. A flash of silver, knife hidden in his sleeve. Roy's instinct screamed. Marcus lunged. The blade aimed for Monday's exposed flank. Roy moved without thinking, shifted mid-leap. His wolf body slammed into Marcus, knocking him aside. The knife clattered across concrete. Marcus shifted. Desperation move. His wolf form was smaller, weaker, but driven by dark magic's last dregs. He lunged for Monday's throat. Roy caught him mid-air, jaws locked on Marcus's neck. The Crimson Circle leader thrashed, clawed, fought with the strength of the dying. Roy's grip tightened. Bone cracked. Marcus went limp. It was over. The warehouse fell silent except for their breathing. Monday shifted back to human. Roy released Marcus's body, shifted, caught Monday as her legs gave out. "I've got you," Roy said. He held her against his chest, naked, exhausted, alive. "You went alone," Monday said. Her voice came out rough. "You idiot! You went alone." "I was trying to protect you," Roy said. "I don't need protecting," Monday said. She looked up at him, eyes blazing even in human form. "I need a partner, someone who fights beside me. Not for me." Roy's throat tightened. "You're right. I'm sorry." "You should be," Monday said. But her hand found his face, cupped his cheek. "Don't do it again." "Never," Roy promised. Tires squealed outside. Doors slammed. Damien's voice shouted, "Roy, Monday!" "In here," Roy called. Damien burst through the door, shifted and ready to fight. He stopped, took in the scene. Dead wolves, Marcus's body, Roy and Monday naked and bloody but alive. "What the hell happened?" Damien asked. "The Crimson Circle is finished," Roy said. "Call the council. Tell them we found what was left of them. And that Monday's under Silverstone pack protection now." "Official protection," Monday added. Her voice was stronger now, certain. "No one touches her without going through us." Damien's eyes widened. "Us?" Roy met Monday's gaze, saw the decision there, the acceptance. "Yes," Roy said. "Us." From the doorway, a familiar voice cut through. "Finally?" "It only took near-death, dark magic, and massive property damage for you two to establish basic partnership protocols." Pepperoni stood in the entrance, Buttercup beside him. Both looked incredibly judgmental for creatures 4 pounds and primarily composed of fur. "How did you—" Roy started. "We followed in the car," Pepperoni said. "Monday's a terrible driver, by the way. 90 miles per hour in a residential zone. I have whiplash. Buttercup has motion sickness. Despite everything, the pain, the exhaustion, the dark magic and blood, Roy laughed. Monday joined him. The sound felt like relief, like hope, like coming home. "Let's go home," Monday said. She leaned into Roy's chest, trusting, safe. Together, Roy agreed. Hours later, they were finally home. Emma had drawn a bath for Monday, had laid out clothes, had made enough food to feed an army. Monday soaked in the tub while Roy tended his wounds in the next room. They'd heal fast, already were. Pepperoni sat on the bathroom counter, Buttercup beside him. "You spoke," Pepperoni said. His voice carried wonder. "In wolf form, that's alpha-level ability, beyond alpha level." "I know," Monday said. She sank deeper into the water. "I felt it, the power. It's not just strength. It's knowledge, ancient knowledge, like my wolf remembers things I never learned." "What will you do with it?" Pepperoni asked. "I don't know yet," Monday said honestly. "But I'm done hiding it, done suppressing it, done running from what I am." "And Roy?" Pepperoni asked. "The mate bond?" Monday was quiet for a long moment. Then, "I'm done running from that too." Pepperoni's whiskers twitched. "Good, because watching you two dance around each other was exhausting. And I don't do exhausting. I'm a champion athlete. I need my rest." Monday smiled, sank under the water, let it wash away the blood and fear and doubt. When she emerged, she knew what she needed to do, what she wanted to do. Accept, finally, completely. Tomorrow, she'd talk to Roy, make it official, the mate bond, the partnership, the future. Tonight, she'd rest, heal, be grateful they'd survived. And maybe, just maybe, let herself believe in happiness, in a life without fear, in a mate who'd fought beside her, not for her. Monday smiled. For the first time in 10 years, her wolf was quiet, not suppressed, just content, safe, home. Chapter 8. Monday woke to Roy's arms around her. They'd fallen asleep on the couch, too exhausted to make it to bed after Damien and the council had finally left at 3 a.m. Marcus's body was gone. The Crimson Circle wolves, gone. The council had taken statements, collected evidence, and closed the investigation within hours. Self-defense, protection of mate, justified. But Monday kept seeing it. Roy's wolf, Marcus's neck, the crack. Roy had killed for her. His hand tightened around her waist, drawing her closer. "You're thinking too loud." "You killed him," Monday whispered. "Yes." No hesitation, no regret in his voice. "He was going to kill you." "I'd do it again." Monday turned in his arms, faced him. Morning light caught the gold flecks in his silver eyes. She saw the truth there. He would burn the world for her, fight anything, kill anyone who threatened her. And somehow, that didn't scare her anymore. "Okay," Monday said. Roy's eyebrow lifted. Okay. Okay, Monday repeated. She pressed her palm to his chest, felt his heartbeat steady and strong beneath her hand. Partners, we protect each other, however we need to. Roy's expression softened. His hand found her face, thumb brushing across her cheekbone. Together. Always, Monday said. The smell of pancakes drifted from the kitchen. Emma's voice called out, "Are you two going to sleep all day? Pepperoni's been critiquing my cooking for 20 minutes and I need backup." Roy's laugh rumbled through his chest. Duty calls. Save me from the pancake catastrophe. Pepperoni's voice carried from the kitchen. She's added blueberries, whole blueberries. They'll create moisture pockets that compromise structural integrity. Monday smiled against Roy's shoulder. Our life is so weird. Our life is perfect, Roy corrected. They found Emma at the stove, Pepperoni positioned on the counter like a tiny, furry general, Buttercup sitting quietly beside him. The blueberries are sinking, Pepperoni announced. This violates basic pancake physics. You need to coat them in flour first to prevent gravitational collapse. I think they look good, Buttercup said. Her speech had improved dramatically, still deliberate but clearer now. You're being diplomatic, Pepperoni said. I appreciate the sentiment, but we must maintain standards. Emma turned, spatula in hand, and smiled when she saw Monday and Roy. Morning, coffee's ready, pancakes are almost done, despite the peanut gallery's commentary. I'm a guinea pig gallery, Pepperoni corrected. Entirely different, more sophisticated. Monday slid onto a stool at the island. Roy moved behind her, his hands settling on her shoulders. The mate bond hummed between them, stronger now, steadier, like it had settled into place during the night. Emma plated pancakes, slid them across the counter. So, the Crimson Circle is really gone? Gone, Roy confirmed. The council's investigating their compound, tracking down any remaining connections. But the bloodlines finished. Good, Emma said. She met Monday's eyes. You're safe now. Really safe. Monday's throat tightened. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to you, Pepperoni said. He climbed closer to Monday's plate, nose twitching. You fought. You used your power. You saved Roy's life. That's heroic. Also, can I have a piece of that pancake? For quality control purposes? Monday broke off a small piece, placed it in front of him. Pepperoni nibbled, then made an approving sound. Acceptable, he declared. The blueberries created texture variation. I'll allow it. High praise, Emma said dryly. They ate breakfast together, passed syrup, argued about proper coffee-to-cream ratios. Pepperoni had opinions. Buttercup practiced new words. Delicious, very delicious, Emma, good, cook. It felt normal, domestic, like family, like home. After Emma left to meet friends, after Pepperoni declared he needed a post-meal athletic recovery period and retreated to his enclosure with Buttercup, Roy found Monday standing at the window. She stared out at the city, lost in thought. Hey, Roy said softly. He crossed to her, wrapped his arms around her from behind. What's going on in that head? Monday leaned back against him. I keep thinking about my parents. The Crimson Circle said they died rather than reveal where I was. They sacrificed everything to protect me. They loved you, Roy said. That's what parents do for their children. But I don't even know their names, Monday whispered. I don't know what they looked like, what they sounded like. If I have my mother's eyes or my father's smile. I have nothing. Roy pressed a kiss to her temple. Wait here. He disappeared into his study, returned a moment later with a folder. I have something for you, Roy said. He handed her the folder. I hired a researcher. After the Crimson Circle investigation started, I had them look deeper into your parents, your past. Monday's hands trembled as she took the folder. What did you find? Everything, Roy said. Their names, where they came from, why they hid you. His hand covered hers. And letters. They wrote letters to you, in case they didn't survive. Monday's vision blurred. She opened the folder with shaking hands. Photographs stared back at her. A man and a woman, young, maybe late 20s. The woman had red hair like Monday's. The man had her nose, her chin. They were smiling, arms around each other, clearly in love. Her parents, beneath the photos, letters, handwritten, addressed to our daughter, our Monday. Monday sank onto the couch. Roy sat beside her, close but giving her space. She picked up the first letter, unfolded it with careful fingers. My darling daughter, if you're reading this, your father and I are gone. We hoped we'd have years to tell you this ourselves, to watch you grow, to see you become the magnificent wolf we know you'll be. But the Crimson Circle has found us, and we must do what we've always done, protect you. Your name is Scarlet Aurora Crimson. Yes, Crimson, you were born into the bloodline, but you were never meant to be a tool for their dark magic. You were meant to be loved, cherished, free. Your father, James, and I, Catherine, ran from the circle when I was pregnant with you. We knew what they'd do if they discovered your power, the ancient strength that runs through your veins, passed down from the first wolves. They'd use you, drain you, destroy everything beautiful about you. So we hid, we ran. We gave you to Sunset House because Marcus Chen was the only person we trusted to keep our secret, to keep you safe. We're going to confront the circle, to buy you time, to make sure they never find you. But sweet girl, if you're reading this, it means you've grown up. You've survived. You've become strong. Don't be afraid of your power. It's a gift, not a curse. Use it to protect, to heal, to love. Be happy, Scarlet. Be wildly, impossibly happy. That's all we ever wanted for you. All our love, Mom and Dad. Monday read through tear-blurred vision. Read the second letter, the third, each one filled with love, with pride, with fierce protection. Her parents had known they were going to die, had accepted it, because keeping her safe was worth everything. She wasn't abandoned. She was protected, hidden, loved. Scarlet, Monday whispered. My name is Scarlet. Roy's hand found hers, squeezed. It's beautiful. They died for me, Monday said. Her voice broke. They gave up everything so I could be free. And you are free, Roy said. He turned her to face him, his hands cradling her face. You're safe. You're powerful. You're exactly who they hoped you'd become. Monday kissed him, poured everything into it, grief and gratitude and love. Roy held her through it, steady and sure and hers. When they finally pulled apart, Monday pressed her forehead to his. I want to complete the bond. Today, now. I don't want to wait anymore. Roy's eyes searched hers. You're sure? I've never been more sure of anything, Monday said. You're my mate, my partner, my home. I choose you. I choose us. Roy's smile was devastating. Then let's make it official. They shifted in Roy's bedroom, curtains drawn, afternoon light filtering through. Monday's red wolf faced Roy's silver. They circled each other slowly, not aggressive, just acknowledging, accepting. Monday moved first, approached Roy, pressed her nose to his neck, scented him. Sage and smoke and safety. Then she bit down. Not to injure, just to mark, to claim. Her teeth pierced skin, and power flowed from her into him, ancient strength marking him as hers, protecting him, binding them. Roy's wolf went still beneath her bite, accepting, trusting. When Monday released him, the mark glowed softly on his neck, her power sealed into his skin, permanent, visible to any wolf who looked. Roy Silverstone, claimed by Scarlet Aurora Crimson, called Monday, mate, partner, forever hers. Then Roy's turn, his wolf approached, nose finding her neck, scenting her carefully. His teeth pressed against her skin, gentle, asking permission. Monday's wolf tilted her head, exposed her throat, offering, trusting completely. Roy bit down. Alpha power flooded into her, different from her ancient strength, but complementary. His protection, his loyalty, his love, all flowing through the bond, marking her as his. When he released her, the mark settled warm on her skin. She felt it click into place, felt the bond snap fully into existence between them. Mated. Officially. Completely. Forever. Both wolves shifted back to human. They stood facing each other, naked, marked, breathing hard. "I love you," Roy said. His voice came out rough. "My mate, my Scarlet, my Monday." "I love you too," Monday said. Tears streamed down her face. Happy tears. Free tears. "My mate, my Roy, my home." Roy kissed her, soft and reverent and full of promise. Monday kissed him back, her hands tangling in his hair, her heart so full it might burst. This was everything. Everything she'd been afraid to want. Everything she never thought she deserved. And it was hers. 3 days later, Emma's birthday arrived. The penthouse was transformed. Balloons in Emma's favorite colors, purple and silver. A cake that Pepperoni had supervised with military precision. Friends from school, Sunset House kids, PAC members filling every room. Emma wore the yellow sundress, her mother's dress. She'd cried when she put it on, but they were healing tears. Happy tears. Monday stood with Roy, his arm around her waist. The mate marks on their necks were visible, twin claims that announced to the world what they were to each other. "Speech!" someone called. "Emma needs a birthday speech!" Emma laughed, climbed onto a chair. Okay. She looked around the room, at all the faces watching her. This year has been the hardest of my life. Losing Mom, learning to shift without her guidance, trying to figure out who I am when half of me feels missing. The room quieted. "But I'm not alone," Emma continued. Her eyes found Roy. "My brother has been everything, overprotective and annoying and absolutely refusing to let me fall apart." Her gaze moved to Monday. And Monday, who fought beside me, who gave me this dress, who showed me that family isn't just blood, it's who shows up, who stays, who loves you even when you're a mess. Monday's throat tightened. "So this birthday isn't just about turning 19, Emma said. "It's about new beginnings, new family." She raised her glass. "To Mom, who I miss every single day, and to the future, whatever it brings." "To the future," everyone echoed. They ate cake, opened presents. Daisy from Sunset House demonstrated her improved shift control, smooth now, controlled, her stuffed wolf clutched in one hand even as she transformed. Her mom, Kara, watched with tears of pride. And throughout it all, Pepperoni provided running commentary. "The cake's structural integrity is impressive," he announced from his position on the coffee table. "The layers are even. The frosting to cake ratio is acceptable. Emma, you've learned well." "Thank you, Pepperoni," Emma said, trying not to laugh. "However," Pepperoni continued, "the decorative roses are slightly asymmetrical. We'll work on precision for the next celebration." "There's always something," Monday murmured to Roy. "Would you want it any other way?" Roy asked. Monday smiled. "Not even a little." Buttercup climbed onto the table beside Pepperoni. "I have announcement." The room quieted. Everyone turned to look at the white guinea pig. "We are expecting," Buttercup said, each word clear and deliberate. 3 babies coming soon." The children gasped. "Baby guinea pigs!" "Yes," Pepperoni said, his chest puffing with pride. "We're going to be parents. It's terrifying and wonderful and requires extensive preparation. We've already started prenatal training. Buttercup's on a specialized diet. The babies will be raised with proper athletic and linguistic standards." "You're going to be amazing parents," Monday said. "Obviously," Pepperoni said, "but we'll need support. Guidance, experienced caregivers to help us navigate the challenges of parenthood." Roy caught Monday's eye. Both smiled. "Are you asking us to babysit your guinea pig babies?" Roy asked. "I'm asking you to be godparents," Pepperoni said. His voice lost some of its bluster, going softer. "It's an honor, one we don't give lightly. Monday knelt beside the table. We'd be honored. Good, Pepperoni said, because Buttercup's already picked names. Tell them, dear. Scarlet, Roy, and Pepperoni Jr., Buttercup said. Monday's hand flew to her mouth. You're naming one after me? After your true name, Buttercup said. Scarlet, Catherine, Crimson, beautiful, name for beautiful daughter. Your family, Pepperoni said. His nose twitched with emotion. You saved my life, saved Buttercup's life. Our daughter deserves to carry your name, to know she comes from strength, from love, from champions. Monday picked up both guinea pigs carefully, held them against her chest. Thank you for everything, for 10 years of friendship, for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself, for loving me. Always, Pepperoni said, his voice muffled against her shirt. Though you're getting my fur wet with your tears. It's creating moisture issues. Very unprofessional. Monday laughed through her tears. Roy's arms came around all of them. Monday, Pepperoni, Buttercup, their family. Strange and perfect and theirs. As the party wound down and guests filtered out, Roy pulled Monday aside. I have one more thing for you, he said. Roy, you've already given me everything, Monday said. Not everything, Roy said. He led her to his study, pulled up something on his laptop. Look, the screen showed a building. Monday's old apartment building. I bought it, Roy said. Turned your old studio into a sanctuary. For wolves who need a safe space. Run by Sunset House. Funded by us. He turned to face her. I thought you started there. Left in a basket on their doorstep. Maybe someone else's story could start there too, in a better way. Monday's vision blurred. You bought my building to make a sanctuary? We bought it, Roy corrected. Partners, remember? Everything I have is ours. Your past becomes a place of hope, where lost wolves find home. Monday kissed him, fierce and grateful and full of love. Thank you, she whispered against his lips, for seeing me, for choosing me, for making my broken pieces into something beautiful. You were always beautiful, Roy said. I just helped you see it. 6 months later, the Sunset House fundraiser was in full swing. The new wing was nearly complete. Therapy rooms, training spaces, a sanctuary apartment for wolves in crisis. Monday had helped design it all. She stood at the registration table, checking in donors. The mate mark on her neck was visible. She never hid it anymore. Beside her, Emma managed the auction items. Behind them, a banner read, Building a Future for Lost Wolves. Roy worked the room, charming donors with easy confidence. Damien coordinated security. Marcus Chen gave a speech about the expansion, about hope, about second chances. And on a specially constructed stage near the refreshment table, Pepperoni stood at a microphone, 3 tiny guinea pigs tumbling around his feet. Welcome, Pepperoni announced, to the first annual Sunset House Guinea Pig Family Demonstration. I'm Pepperoni. This is my wife, Buttercup, and these are our children. The 3 baby guinea pigs squeaked and tumbled over each other. One, slightly larger, with red-brown fur, climbed onto Pepperoni's back. This is Scarlet, Pepperoni said, his voice carrying unusual tenderness. Named after the bravest wolf I know. She's already showing athletic promise. Excellent coordination. Strong vocal projection. Baby Scarlet squeaked loudly. This is Roy, Pepperoni continued, nudging a silver-furred baby forward. Named after an alpha who learned that partnership is stronger than dominance. He's thoughtful, strategic, shows early signs of leadership. Baby Roy made a dignified squeak. And this, Pepperoni said as a brown and white baby climbed onto his head, is Pepperoni Jr., named after me, obviously, because legacy matters. He's already mastering the art of commentary and critique. Baby Pepperoni Jr. squeaked what sounded remarkably like a complaint. See? Pepperoni said proudly. Natural talent. It runs in the family. The crowd laughed. Children pressed forward to see the babies. Donations poured in. After the demonstration, Pepperoni and Buttercup brought the babies to Monday's table. "They're beautiful," Monday said. She carefully held baby Scarlet, who nibbled curiously on her finger. "She has your spirit," Buttercup said. Her speech was completely fluent now. "Brave, strong, protective. She also has your appetite," Pepperoni added. "Ate twice her body weight this morning. I'm concerned about costs." Monday laughed. Roy appeared at her side, scooping up baby Roy. "He looks thoughtful," Roy said. "Takes after his namesake," Pepperoni said. "Though hopefully with better decision-making about going into danger alone." "I'll never live that down, will I?" Roy asked. "Never," Pepperoni confirmed. "It's called accountability, also educational moments for future generations." Emma joined them, Damien trailing behind. "Can I hold one?" Monday passed her baby Pepperoni Jr. The baby guinea pig immediately started squeaking, running commentary on Emma's holding technique. "He's definitely Pepperoni's son," Emma said. "Obviously," Pepperoni said. "Genetics matter, also proper training, also parental guidance. We're doing excellent work." As the sun set over the city, Monday stood surrounded by her family, Roy beside her, mate mark visible. Emma laughing with Damien, the Sunset House kids playing. Pepperoni and Buttercup with their babies, still providing commentary on everything. She thought of her parents, Catherine and James, how they'd sacrificed everything so she could have this life, this love, this freedom. She thought of the letters they'd written. "Be happy, Scarlet, be wildly, impossibly happy." Monday smiled. She was wildly, impossibly, completely happy. Not Monday, the abandoned. Not Monday, the suppressed. Not Monday, the afraid. Scarlet Aurora Crimson. Called Monday, mated to Roy Silverstone. Surrounded by family, blood and chosen and furry, home. Finally, beautifully home. Roy's hand found hers, squeezed. "What are you thinking?" Monday looked at him. Her mate, her partner, her future. "I'm thinking," she said, "that my parents would love this. Would love you, would love that I found family." "They'd be proud," Roy said, "of who you became, how strong you are." "We're strong," Monday corrected. "Together. Always together," Roy agreed. Pepperoni's voice carried from nearby. "If you two are done with the emotional moment, we need help." Baby Scarlet just climbed into the cake. It's a disaster. She's covered in frosting. This is exactly the kind of chaos I was worried about with parenthood. Monday and Roy looked at each other, started laughing. "Duty calls," Monday said. "Welcome to our life," Roy said. They crossed to help Pepperoni rescue baby Scarlet from the cake disaster. Emma joined them. Buttercup supervised. The other babies squeaked commentary. It was chaos. It was messy. It was perfect. It was home. And Monday wouldn't change a single thing. And that's where Monday's story ends and begins. From abandoned baby to claimed mate. From suppressed wolf to ancient power. From running alone to fighting beside her partner. And yes, Pepperoni got his happily ever after too. 3 babies, a wife who finally learned to speak human, and a legacy of championship coaching that will live on for generations. Thank you for listening to Claim by Monday, written by Deanne Leo, narrated by Jessica Lee. If you love this story, here's how you can help. Comment below with your thoughts, your favorite moments, or your own story requests. Deanne Leo reads every single comment and writes stories based on what you want to hear. Your voice directly shapes what gets created next. Like this video if you enjoyed Monday and Roy's journey, or if Pepperoni made you laugh. It tells the algorithm to share this with more romance readers. Share this story with someone who needs a good laugh, a swoon-worthy love story, or just wants to hear a guinea pig give life advice. Help other readers who love warm-hearted shifter romance, scene-stealing animal sidekicks, and happily ever afters find this channel. This community exists because of you. Every comment, like, and share helps us grow and helps other romance readers discover stories that make them feel something. What should DN Leo write next? Drop your ideas in the comments. More talking animals? Different shifters? A story about Emma finding her mate? Pepperoni's babies growing up? You tell us. We'll create it. Until next time, may your mates be worthy, your sidekicks be hilarious, and your happily ever afters be exactly what you deserve.